Hey, it's reshaping with Roleplay Public Radio. We are playing Warhammer 40,000 Roleplay, Imperium Maledictum, the Endius Mandate, Session 9. This is going to be the campaign finale, as our agents have captured all three psykers. They've done it, and they've returned to Damnedon with these three fugitives, and so they think their mission is done, but we'll find out how that goes. But you've had some time to rest and recover after the events on the mountainous region and the lawless town of Kasan and all that chaos that happened. So yeah, we get events and endeavor. So break out your D100s and let's see how many crackdowns there are.
Every time.
Crackdown 2. The possibilities
Electric
are endless.
Boogaloo.
Ooh, yeah. V, why don't we start with you? What's your roll for an event?
Ooh, all right. Oh God, first roll. Please die.
You get a bounty hunter. I am going to be very amused.
No, but I rolled a 41, which is a crackdown.
Right off the bat. Yeah, weirdly enough, a planet in the middle of a civil war, there's a lot of crackdowns in the one neutral city on the planet. There's a lot of tension between the House Paxo and House Vandegaard. And yeah, disadvantage on all tests to undertake illicit activity or endeavors during this downtime. So you're kind of used to it. So I will say anyone else who rolls crackdown can re-roll. Because Jesus Christ, there's so many other things we haven't touched on in this fucking table. So let's hear the Harrow.
Okay. That is a 62.
Mm-hmm.
Which is an unexpected gift.
Ooh. Oh. Let's see here. So who would give you from an unknown benefactor some common piece of equipment?
Common equipment selected by the GM, but it should be something useful to you. May have been left in your quarters while you were absent, shoved into your hands by a passing stranger who vanishes into the crowd, or simply assigned to you years ago by the Byzantine bureaucracy of the Adeptus Administratum. It is up to the GM who is responsible for this largesse, and if they expect anything in return.
Remember, Ross, GM could also stand for good man.
I don't think it does, though. Weird.
Goddamn monster, usually.
Yeah.
Oh, God, true.
Well, let's see here. Let me take a look.
And also, don't forget, Ross, everything I owned or everything I carried on me was vaporized.
Oh, that's right. You do get some clothes. I'm going to give you clothes for free.
Oh, no, I don't. The
yes,
only thing that the Harrow is doing is wearing a cloak wrapped
the
around.
orphanarium person, the lady running the orphanarium, is not going to let you run around naked. She gives you clothes.
Covered up, but just like a cloak and a loincloth. The Harrow's not doing well emotionally.
I say not even a loincloth, just a sock. Just socking it.
No, not a sock. Let's
see.
Loincloth or nothing.
I'm looking here. I am going to say, can you use armor without affecting your psyker powers?
Mm.
All right. Well, I'm going to say you do get some. In fact, you get some heavy leathers, which give armor 2. And they are common. So, yeah, you get some fucking clothes as they feel sorry for you. All right. So, yeah, that's armor 2, all locations except head. And it is common.
Okay, I'm offering that to Khurt. Khurt, do you need any armor?
No, he has.
I've still got my flak armor.
Yeah. Yeah. So, meanwhile, Lim.
Yes.
Do you want to roll for a random event?
It was a little brutal last time.
Well, which one did you get last time?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Everything was brutal last time. 28.
Yeah, 28. It's true.
Hunted.
What?
Yeah, they. But see, you are a null. You've just there's people who figure out that you're a null, and there's a standing bounty for blanks to be thrown into the black ships. So it is difficult to rest, and you begin your next mission fatigued. So yeah, and finally, Khurt.
Ought to.
Arrested.
Stop it! Is this really happening right now?
Apparently. Let's see here. I mean, the patron will free you because Administratum do have some pull on this planet. So
I mean, the patron will free him, but none of us have the ability to ask.
Yeah, so I'm just going to say you lose your endeavor. You get arrested on false charges in a routine sweep because of the crackdown when you're going out to get some corpse starch noodles. And And you lose some favor with the locals, but that doesn't matter because you're leaving the planet soon. So you don't get an endeavor. So we'll just start back over with V with a rabbit. What do you want to do as your endeavor?
Yeah, I am going to partake in some, was it?
Devout worship?
Yeah. Yep.
You want them fate points. Yep.
It's okay. You say want. I think that the word that you're looking for is desperately need. So yes, especially once Khurt is arrested, it's just one of those like, okay, look, Emperor, help us, please. This is like, things have been going kind of bad lately. So like, obviously it's because I haven't been devout enough. So I'm absolutely going to go partake in some devout worship.
All right. Make that a lore theology check.
That's a 32.
Is that
under 64.
All right.
So, yeah.
You are near your mission's end. You feel the Emperor has obviously protected you because the Emperor wants to see this mission fulfilled. So you've been blessed, and you just have to see it through to the end. You're almost there. So yeah, you get an extra fate point that you can spend. And then next, the Harrow. Did you get any injuries? I can't remember. You were burned pretty badly, but I don't remember if you got a permanent injury.
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah. All right, so yeah, you don't need to go get medical. You do not need medical treatment.
If I did, I didn't write it down, which
okay.
doesn't
I don't
seem
think
like
you
something
did.
I would
yeah.
do.
I
So
think
what do
we
you
all burned fate to 9.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I am down to 1 fate point. Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, are you injured? Do you have an
Okay,
injury? Yeah.
I
No,
can't be
'cause-
injured by psychic stuff.
That's right. Yeah, you were also
He
far
was also
away.
far away.
You were the one person who could have been like right at ground zero, and you were. Anyways, while you're thinking about the Harrow, Lim, do you know what you want to do?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have done it once before and do it again. I pick exhaustive drilling with my grapple hook.
Yeah, let's see here. So yeah, it's a very soothing thing for you at this point, but you recalibrate it to make sure it works just fine. And yeah, you ignore fumbles. And let's see here. Yeah, it's very good. You don't have to roll for it. You just have that advantage.
Actually, I'm going to ask. Oh, yeah, because I don't have. Oh, yeah, all my weapons are gone too. I forgot. I'm going to ask Khurt if I can borrow a pistol and do training rights with ranged weapons.
Sure thing.
So that is what I'm going to
I say through the bars of the local detention center.
Yeah, you visit him in jail while he's waiting to be released, and you're like, "Can I borrow your guns?" He's like, "All right."
Oh, sick! I can't believe I passed that. Well, I guess I did get an advance in range, so not as unlikely. But yeah, 21 out of 38, so I do make that.
Oh, cool.
So that means sometime I can have an advance when I try and shoot someone.
Nice. So you just get that permanent...
Or an advantage, I mean.
Advantage, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
very
sorry,
good.
Wrong word.
Yeah, you can... let's see. Yeah, Spinoza actually feels bad for you, too. He's very... The tech priest that's been working here, and he's like, well, I have an extra las pistol if you want it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. You got an extra las pistol. You can also get a knife if you want one. There's a lot of knives around the orphanarium. A disturbing number, really.
Yeah, we collected when we were crawling around sealing up all the little child hidey holes. We found a lot of knives in them and gathered those up too. So
and that's not even counting the improvised shivs that they have. Yeah, these are proper knives. They just like collecting things. So once Khurt is freed from jail and rejoins the group, all of you are rested, or as rested as you're going to be, and you need to get going. The first task is getting the prisoners to the Humble Pilgrim, which is in docking. Or a shuttle to the Humble Pilgrim. The Humble Pilgrim is, of course, the ship you took to get to this planet, and it is waiting in orbit for you to carry you to your destination. So how do you want to do this? You have a bomb collar, which would definitely be a deterrent for one of the psykers. You could also have Lim walking between all of them to fuck up their mojo.
Oh, I like the idea that like Lim is in the middle, and it's kind of like there are those little backpacks like with the leash backpacks on everybody, and Lim is just like holding onto them in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You have a tech priest helping you out. He can fashion manacles and leg irons and a little chain leash, I guess, for the three of them. You also have Boyle Scud and Ishmael Fang hanging around, helping to guard the orphanarium and the psykers. You can take all three of those characters with you, or you can leave them behind. That's up to you. Obviously, Kali Wool, the orphanarium administrator, is going to stay and, keep running the
orphans.
Yes. But is there anything you want to do in particular to just march them up there? Or, the psykers all, are any of you talking to any of the psykers or visiting them before you clap in the irons and head out?
I don't think they want to talk to me in particular.
I mean, that's true. Technically, no one wants to talk to you because you're scary and spooky.
And also, the staring probably gets weird and old after a while. But
Actually, other soloists don't have that disadvantage, so you can socialize normally with them.
I mean, they're pretty rare, though.
Yeah. Well, if you join the Black Ship, you can. They have whole gangs of them. So, yeah. Any thoughts? You can roll a logic test, Rabbit or Khurt, or actually both of you can, since you're more military themed.
52 under 64.
Okay.
16 under 34.
Ooh.
Okay, you figure out a good course to get from the relative safety of the orphanarium to the dock where the shuttle is. And the main thing is, are there, going through there? One concern is if an arbiters or an enforcer asks you what you're doing with all these people clapped up in chains, that, you need to provide some sort of justification because you're not, you don't have technically any law enforcement power on this planet. This is all a secret mission, by the way. So that might be a problem and the other problem is obviously you do know the Ministerium has sent people after you and they may try and take action between here and there. So
do we still have a truck?
Yes, it will not get you far towards your destination because it would be in the middle of you have to go vertical. You have to go pretty high up, and that requires elevators or stairs or something like that.
Also be pretty hard for me to drive if I am chained to
I suppose.
people.
I mean, it'd be, that's a skill issue. I think you can surmount that. But I suppose you're not wrong.
I suppose the best thing to do would do what we can to clear a path to our rendezvous point. So I would imagine let's pull together whatever contacts we might have that can run interference and try and get us a route.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely try that. So you do have, I'm trying to think of the skills. I can't remember if somebody got at least one favor as a result of an event. I don't know if you use that or not, but if you mark that down and still have that, you could use it.
I think I had something like that, but I think I used it to find out about the gangs up in the mountains. If I'm remembering.
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that's it. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, that would be something like rapport or presence would work to make a check with, Kali has some people she can get you in touch with, and you can try and persuade them to help you.
All right.
What about that little girl that we rescued?
Well, I mean, she's a child. You want to enlist her as a kind of child soldier for your cause?
I mean, are you asking me or are you asking Lim?
I don't know if there's going to be a different answer.
How'd you do, Khurt?
I did not make my report check.
Okay. So, yeah, you do have Boyle and Scud, or Boyle and Ishmael, sorry. They can go on ahead and sort of be advanced scouts. You got that for nothing. You don't have to roll for that. But, yeah, you can't enlist anybody else. You don't really have anything to barter with. I don't think any of you have many solars left.
I mean, I had some. They're gone now. Yeah.
I technically have 315 solars left.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. You could use that. So I'd say every 50 solars gives you plus 10 on another check.
All right. Also, what could I get for this Khurt rifle I've been...
Oh, yeah. Give me a rapport check with a plus 20.
With a plus 20? Rolled a 76.
Okay. Oof. You cannot find a buyer on it's an expensive thing. You can't get a buyer. that's
Right.
willing to fork over the kind of money and the risk, Xenos artifact is risky. So yeah, but you can spend crash that spends anywhere. So you can make one more check, spending at least 50 and up to 300, and each 50 gives you a plus 10.
Okay, I'll spend 100.
Okay, so I'll give you a plus 20. You're buying drinks and that kind of thing.
Yep. +7.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a group of people who are like, you become kind of you're seen as local do-gooders because you fixed up the orphanarium and you drove off a bad gang that was shooting up the place, and Hollywood's been spreading the good word about how y'all are good and totally normal. And you're trying to bring some wayward cousins back home, and they're kind of crazy, so they're you can't trust what they say. But yeah, that's why we need help getting them to the dock. And so yeah, you get a big group of drinking buddies to flank you,
Getting the lads together.
And so yeah, you can go. It's not going to be stealthy, obviously, but you'll have a large group of people, and so if anyone attacks you, it's going to be very public. There's no way to stealthily take out 30 people walking around with you. So, or I mean, if that's what you want, you could tell them, I only need a few, your toughest 5 or whatever. Yeah. But you have up to 30 to go with you. So, okay. All right. So anything else you want to do before you leave?
That's all I had. If anybody else wants to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose I can do my usual thing of just being invisible and skulking while looking around. Just sort of. Yeah,
if you want to make that, you want to build up that charge. And
Can I buy some stuff?
Sure, if you got the money for it.
I think I do.
If it's scarce, you'd have to make some kind of check to find it. But
no, I just want grenades.
Okay, yeah. You have got the money for it. Did you make it, Harrow?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Okay. All right,
only one success level, though, so my invisibility is a little thin.
Yeah, you're a little off balance since your little incident. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll have you roll an awareness check after Lim. Just mark off what kind of grenades are you getting?
I want to get one regular grenade, and then one
choke gas grenade.
Yeah, another choke gas
choke
grenade.
rope grenade. What?
Because that worked so well.
I just want to have them both.
Sure,
that's all I want.
All right. Yeah, you have them. So you get the grenades. Khurt gets the posse ready. Rabbit, are you doing anything before you head out?
Yeah. I'm curious if this would count as a downtime thing instead. But given that there's a crackdown going on, would I be able to do a little bit of reconnaissance? If we are planning to leave in a day or something, to kind of see discern if there's a pattern to patrols or anything like that, and organize the best way to go about.
I mean, your logic check kind of helped out in general, but it can't hurt to do more reconnaissance. Yeah. What do you want to roll for that?
My thought was logic or awareness, either.
Yeah, logic.
Okay.
Challenging, no modifier.
51 under 64.
Yeah, actually having a big group of people with you is going to help hide the chains on the prisoners, right? Yeah, discourage enforcers from looking at you too closely. And now that's as long as anybody behaves. If there's any kind of chaos or activity, you'll draw the attention of everybody because you have the biggest group of people with you. But yeah, you mark up a route. You kind of get the idea that, it depends on where the Ministerium has their forces. If they're on planet, they're definitely going to attack you. But if they're not on planet, then where are they? So if you don't get attacked, that's even some ways more worrying. So, yeah.
Great. Wonderful. Love this for us.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, you've scouted out. You all head out. Kali and the orphans wave goodbye as they hand each of you a little gift. One of the little orphans. Rabbit, you get a little picture of you as a little hero with getting medals. And all the little orphans are saluting you in the picture. And the Harrow, you get a little, very crudely made, little toy version of yourself with a little cloak on it. They found sunglasses for you, Khurt. Really cool looking sunglasses. You think maybe these were your sunglasses that they stole? Now they're giving them back. And Lim, they found Hand you a glass jar, and there's a little thing in it, a little creature of some kind, a little like a amphibian but with a tail. It got 3 eyes. Yeah.
Is it food?
They shrug. They don't know. It reminded they found the creature, caught it, put it in the jar, and said, "Oh, it's like Lim," and they gave it to you.
It's beautiful. I will treasure it.
Okay.
I see the resemblance.
Yeah, it's albino. It lives in the dark, and quite slimy. And there's one little air hole for it.
I didn't know that you had all realized how slimy I am. Thank you.
And you head on your way. You have the group of people with you. They're all marching with purpose. Be careful to screen out the enforcers from seeing your prisoners. All of you can roll intuition.
Oh,
Actually, not
49
bad.
under or over 40, sadly.
What is my score?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I miss.
Okay. Lim?
Let's see. Intuition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 9.
Yeah, it's... you're actually easy for you to see because the 3 psykers are actually seem more concerned about what's on the periphery than on you. They're not trying to escape or anything either. And you get the sense that they, in a sense, want this to happen because now that they're
more
together,
afraid of something else.
Well, yeah. Also, they all have a third of a secret in their heads, and they're never going to find out what it is unless they're all together. And you've kept them apart far enough from each other in the cells that if Lim wasn't there to disrupt all their powers, they'd probably be trying to figure it out right now. They'd probably be doing a mind meld that you don't know exactly how it works. But they are in some ways wanting to be captured. They want this to happen to some degree. But yeah, they're concerned about not you, something else. And go ahead and give me that awareness check there, Harrow, since you're scouting up ahead.
What is my awareness? That's not terrible. Not terrible. 42 under 47. So I make it, but 0 success levels.
It's enough. There's a checkpoint up ahead. They have set up gates and a little portal to step through one at a time. There's a big crowd already in front of it. And you want to be stuck in a massive crowd for hours? So you can try and find a way around. You did succeed, so you can see that there are maintenance tunnels and disused portions of the Hive City you can use to shortcut this, but you haven't scouted those areas.
Yeah. So I will vox back to the group and let them know that we're going to have to change routes because there is a checkpoint bottleneck that we will need to get past. And I guess I will do some sleuthing, see what I can find.
Navigation is a skill.
Not a great one for me, though.
Mm-hmm. All right. But so up until this point, you've been driving on a very wide main boulevard. So, like, your crowd of drinking buddies has been pretty big.
Wow, that's impressive, statistically speaking. 12 under 28.
Okay.
So I do make it with 1 success level.
All right. You find you're looking around and you realize that this hatch here is actually not locked. And you open it up and you realize it goes to this maintenance tunnel. They'll take you all the way to the dock. The only downside is that only 2 people can fit side by side. So,
also, can I examine the hatch and see I don't know. Is there any way to tell how recently this was unlocked? Like if there's rust or signs of things where a lock used to be and it just happens to not be unlocked now, because I find this extremely suspicious.
Roll tech.
I don't know tech. I'm going to fail that one. Yep. Yeah, that is failure.
No?
Yeah, all right. Well, I tell the group what I know. There's a hatch that will take us there, but seems to only fit two abreast. So
it's like you look through the tunnel or the corridor, the maintenance corridor, and you can see it's one of those things with giant pipes on the side and lighting, a steel grate floor, a little some light steam hissing from the pipes, or nothing that'll hurt you. Yeah.
I think we would have to bid farewell to our accompanying party, because I somehow doubt they're all going to want to go along with us 2 by 2 through the entire trip.
Khurt, there's going to be at least a couple of them that'll be definitely drunk or dumb enough to go with you, So do you want to take, you can roll 2d6 to see how many are still brave enough to go.
Yeah, let me take a look here. 4 and a 9, or 4 and a 5, so that's 9.
All right, yeah. Rolling a 9 on a d6 would have been very impressive.
I scratched the little thing from under the 6.
I think we found our Zinch cultist here. So yeah, 9 of them are still like, fuck it, simple as. Yeah.
There's Big Lee, and Kieran, and Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, long hallway, taking prisoners, simple as. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, what's your marching order though?
All right.
I mean, I will probably creep ahead invisibly.
So you, I think, me and a psyker, Rabbit and a psyker, then Lim and the last psyker. Kind of.
Wouldn't you want Lim and a psyker in the middle, so she's the closest to all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay. Then the lads after that.
Yeah. Bringing it through
just a buffering wall of lads behind us.
Yes. Get stuck in.
Buffering wall of
lads. we got 9 flat-nosed geezers, and we're gonna make a time of it. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the boy band era, that one did not take off. That was the one boy band that did not succeed. So you continue on. Give me another awareness check there. The Harrow.
Alrighty. Really exercising awareness today. Ooh, 8. All right, that is 4 success levels.
It's like you chose the role of the scout. His job is to be aware of things. So.
Yeah. Well, it just happened to be a thing that worked out.
So you're coming up ahead to a junction point where you know which way you need to go, but it opens up to a wider area, and you can see that there's a group of scavengers there that are armed, and they are talking amongst themselves. And yeah, you can give me a logic check.
I don't know if you are aware how dumb the Harrow
or lore is. You could use lore.
Yep. That is definitely a different number for lore, is what that would be.
Is it a better number?
No, they're both 28.
And in fact, it is the same number.
Right.
Yeah.
Nope, 41. I fail.
Even a plus 10, it wouldn't matter. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you don't know these people. You don't recognize them. You don't know what they would do.
I mean, they're not aware of me.
Mm-mm.
So I could try and find something out. Although that's... God,
you don't have much time before the rest of the party's going to get here. So
true.
Because you're all on foot. You're sneaking. You're not running up ahead. They didn't give you that much head start, so yeah.
But I can invade mines. I just can't remember how obvious that is. So I was going to check that real quick.
Oh, yeah. Does that I'll say, you can also make a conventional stealth check with a plus 20 bonus. And that way, even if it kills your invisibility, you'd still be hidden.
Let's see. Dive into your target's mind. Target makes test with disadvantage if it is unconscious, but it makes the test with advantage if it is hostile to you. So does that mean if it's aware of me and hostile to me, or if it's just conscious and not a buddy?
I would say I have to be aware and hostile. It's
okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, from over here, I'm gonna give a peek.
Okay.
Peek in someone's head. See what's up.
All right.
No way that this can go wrong. Does the Harrow learn lessons? Who can say?
You've got one. When your only weapon is a psychic thing, everything looks like when your only hammer is psychic powers, everything looks like every brain looks like a nail.
I agree. That is a 52 under 60. So
all right, so they get a chance to resist you.
Yes, target. So it's one success level.
Target
makes it challenging.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just failed.
Let's see. With one success level, I learn basic information about the target, such as name, age, mood, general mental health, as well as surface thoughts in the target's mind, overarching motivations, immediate concerns, so on and so forth. So I can do a quick skim.
Okay. His name is Orm Haluk. Orm is kind of hungry and focused on looking through this box of scrap.
All right, I'm gonna
whomst among us.
Yeah, I'm gonna creep further back and vox back to the group. Then there are scavengers up ahead. They don't seem to be connected to anything. There's no conspiracy afoot from what I can detect, but I doubt, well, I'm not sure how they'll respond to a fairly large group appearing out of nowhere. Perhaps we can cow them with sheer numbers, but all I know is that they, hungry scavengers, basically.
Do you think they're going to eat us?
I'll say there's 4 of them, so you outnumber, especially with your buffering wall of lads.
They're definitely going to try and eat us.
I don't think that's true.
What armory? So I'm trying to see what's in the survival.
I have a grenade.
No, we are underground in an enclosed space with people we need alive.
You're talking like last time I was the one that blew up the crew.
Yeah, but it's your turn. You did it before, then I did it, and now it's your turn to do it again. Let's skip.
I mean, they are close enough that they would all be hit by the same grenade. They are looking over the same box of scrap metal and whatnot, as far as you can tell. The Orm is looking for a specific part, a flagellator, and they can't find it.
Flagellator, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got some flanges to elate.
It's definitely what you do with a flagellator.
Mm-hmm.
You elate some flanges. All right.
Do we all agree that sounds questionable? That sounds like... Never mind. It's me, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Lynn, if you want to sneak ahead and throw a grenade, you can do that.
So I have been unchained from everyone, or did we just lengthen them?
No,
I thought
I would not recommend unchaining them.
Oh yeah, you probably if you sneak away, your little buddies are going to be able to use their powers without restriction.
Yeah, do that.
I do like the idea that Lim starts to move forward with the grenade in hand, and it's the 3 psychers who are like, no.
I mean,
we should just ask them to leave.
Yeah,
like
they as far as the one whose mind I peered into, they seem completely normal. We may simply, with force of numbers, go past them if we project enough strength.
We will simply ask them to leave, and if they don't leave, I will throw a grenade.
I mean, you could shuffle around and send the buffering wall of lads out first.
Yeah.
We'll have the lads ask them to leave.
Send some lads through first, and then...
All right. How many lads?
9. We'll send, there's how many of them there? 3?
There's 4 scavengers.
4 of them.
6 lads, so that way they're outnumbered, but not overpowered.
So how many lads?
5.
5. All right. Yeah, you send 5 lads forward, and they start, they're carrying, auto pistols and clubs, made from pipes and that kind of thing. And then, they look ready for a fight, but they're just kind of move over. The scavengers, they start talking to each other. They go, oh, yeah, we're just passing through, simple as. And the scavengers are like, okay. And so, yeah, the so far, so good. One of the scavengers, is anyone else watching the supervising the lads? Or actually, I'll say the Harrow is, yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I have a different idea of how to interact with the scavengers. So I'm going to walk behind their line of sight and then just speak up. By the way, which, as far as they would see, I would just appear from nowhere. By the way, there is a checkpoint above ground over there. I'm not sure who they're looking for, but if you find yourself above ground, you should avoid that area in case any of your scavengings are frowned upon by the local authorities.
Okay, yeah, they're very startled by it, and between you and the lads, they're their eyes go wide as they don't know what the fuck is happening, and they... you can roll intuition.
Do you want me to roll presence or?
No, I'd say appearing behind them would be enough. You don't have to roll for that. You can roll to presence to terrify them, I guess.
Nah.
Yeah.
Seems fine.
Yeah. You all continue on, and they do not do anything. They were Orm was actually getting the idea, I know someone who would buy this information. Some people moving with that one. Yeah, oh God. So yeah. But yeah, you all get to the docks, and you can see the shuttle for the humble pilgrim. So you can say goodbye to the lads and board and get onto the ship. So all of you, what are each of you thinking as you're finally leaving Custom 2 and Damnedin and all this stuff? Rabbit, what is going through your head?
Honestly, the fact that there was a crackdown in the city, the fact that we ran into the scavengers, my mind has been going this entire time, and everything feels too easy. So I'm actually a little on edge because there's no reason that it should have been this simple to get all of them here.
Yeah. All right. Lim, what are you thinking?
Lim's sort of like baseline passivity. For once, she's actually looking forward to something, because what the patron promised her was that she would actually eventually join the Sisters of Silence. That is her goal, is to be with the others, and so she is hoping that this will mission successful. She did it. She's proven herself. She gets to go on to the next thing, to be the tool of the Emperor that she knew that she was always meant to be.
Mm-hmm. So you have one who is paranoid, one who's joyful. Khurt, what about you?
I think Khurt is just waiting for the final step. We're leaving the planet. We're getting out of here. But we still have to make the handoff. We still have to make sure our patron gets what he needs. So I think he is just being aware and keeping an eye on everybody else in case, somebody tries to make something happen.
Okay. And then finally the Harrow.
Oh, the Harrow is internally broken, not doing well at all, from the highs of banishing a demon from this realm to the lows of losing control of the warp and exploding, while also destroying. Among the things that were destroyed were also the Harrow's symbol of sanction, which is probably not a good thing to have destroyed just procedurally in the bureaucracy of the Empire, but also just like a reminder of the evils that fuel the small bits of justice that the Harrow has been able to cling to in the terrors of this world. And just real dark thoughts, and only focusing on, well, this is the next thing that we do in this mission. That is what I will do next.
All right. So all of you board the shuttle, and it goes into orbit, and you can look down below and see Castum 2. Perhaps you see some bit of the war happening as you some explosions or a city on fire somewhere far on the horizon. But you get to the ship.
I see the ocean with its beautiful turnip trees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You see the ocean. You see the fields of brown where the wheat blood and all those other towns are. And
I lean over to the psykers, uncomfortably chained to me, and tell them very seriously, that is the ocean. It is like a large pipe spill.
Mm-hmm. They kind of all nod. Gideon's like, yes, of course that's an ocean. Everyone knows what an ocean is.
Everybody.
Did they raise you in a cave? My God. So, yeah, you all...
Sad, somber. Yes.
So you get on the Humble Pilgrim, the coal trader ship. Captain Reichs is there. She says, well, we were told that you had special prisoners. I had cells made for them. You can inspect them yourself, of course, before we go underway. We're still taking on a few more supplies before we enter the warp. So yeah, and of course you have your own private room next to each other. Your patron is pays well. And don't worry, no detours. We're going straight to your destination this time.
Why'd you say it like that?
Well, I mean, last time there was a detour.
Yeah. There's no a little xeno-archaeological looting this time. So yeah, you can all kind of like, what do you want to do when you're on board the ship?
Oh, actually, just the Khurt, since we're among the scavengers again, perhaps you could find a buyer for your large alien rifle.
That's true.
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, the ship is big enough that there's sort of a little economy going and a little black market. So things are a little, adventuring gear would be, you could trade. Yeah. So you can think about that. Otherwise, you can put the psykers in the cells and wait for the ship to enter the warp. So yeah, I'll
our first priority.
Oh yeah, trading.
No, securing the
okay.
Actually, Lim is now the one who is paranoid, because if anything happens to these psykers, that is her future.
Mm-hmm.
And
so Lim's just gonna sit outside of the cells the entire time.
No, Lim is just gonna pick one. It doesn't bother her. She's happy to just live in the prison with the other prisoners.
Okay.
They're all prisoners of her own mind. But yeah, she's essentially afraid to leave them, much probably to their disgruntlement.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty easy to do. You can hand out food to the prisoners. And again, they do not like you, but they say nothing.
The Harrow is also going to keep an eye on the prisoners.
Okay.
Not feeling especially social.
All right. That's fine. You're sticking near them. And Rabbit, what about you?
So I'm basically not going to be calm until we drop these guys off. So would it be possible for me to maybe hang out on the bridge or with somebody who's tracking communications or radar or whatever it is that they would be utilizing? So just in case some weird ships come up, Rabbit will not be surprised by this any longer than she has to be. She would like the information as soon as possible.
Okay. Yeah, you start sort of making yourself known on the bridge and among the officers and command crew of the ship. Again, it's like 20,000 people on this ship. It's a big ship, and it's technically a private merchant ship, but it's a smuggling ship, and it is quite old, but it's got some funky weapons and systems and stuff like that. So it's not at all like an official military ship. Things are done very differently, and it's configured differently. But you're beginning to acclimate around it and what it's like, and yeah, you're getting a sense of if something happens abnormally, you would know about it. So yeah, at least in terms of like ships coming into sensor range or anything like that. So yeah, you're very focused on that. And Khurt?
Yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can pawn this fruit rifle off on somebody.
Sure, you succeed automatically on like what do you want for it? You it's basically trade more than solars. The crew has a lot of weird shit, but they don't have a lot in the way of coins. So you can.
Jeez.
So you can get. I think that's a scarce weapon. So you can definitely get any. You can get like 3 common items, any rare item, or if you make a successful rapport check, you can trade equivalently for another scarce item. And I may veto certain items. No power armor.
Just killing all my fun. Right?
Yeah, that's me. That's what I do. So yeah, think about what kind of thing you want.
Yeah, I'll browse.
Okay. So yeah, you're doing that, and all of you give me awareness checks.
10.
Okay.
87.
How I have a dice tray. How are you getting caught on the edge? Fuck you.
30 under 45.
25. I make 2 success levels.
So everybody but Rabbit made it.
I feel like Lim and the Harrow are sitting in for Lim is very pleasant and companionable silence. Don't know how the Harrow feels about it.
Harrow's.
Well, I mean, the Harrow deserves to suffer, so it's fine.
Okay, all right, yeah, you are definitely suffering in the presence of a blank, and yeah, so you're repenting for your failures, I guess. And so yeah, so here's what happens. Rabbit, you're traveling to a different part of the ship to check out some of the systems as part of your just keeping aware of everything, and you go into a compartment. And after you go into the compartment, you're not too far away, Khurt, and you see a person dressed in full void armor, a void suit, an armored void suit, close the compartment door behind Rabbit and seal it, and then bang twice on the hatch. So you hear 2 bangs on the hatch as it closes behind you, Rabbit. You can give me another awareness check.
Fuck. I'm gonna spend a fate point to re-roll because I didn't pass that one either, and I would like to pass literally one of these. Please
tell me you've switched dice at least.
Could have made
I didn't, but I got a 32 under 45, so we're good.
Yeah, you notice a couple things happening in this compartment at once. One, it is you hear a hiss. That means the air is being pulled out of the room. 2, gravity is shutting down in this chamber. And 3, there is a person in an armored void suit waiting in the corners behind a crate watching you. So, and yeah, kind of watching to see how you react. And so yeah, we'll do this round by round.
Great.
yeah.
Love this. Love
Yeah.
this for me. Thank you. Thank you.
So you two, Lim and Harrow, you're far away enough that you're not going to notice this unless for a while. Khurt, what are you doing?
Well, first, can I ask? You said I could get a rare item, right? Can I get a bolt pistol?
You sure can.
I think it might be on.
Okay, hold on. For those of us who don't know why Khurt is giggling like a madman.
Okay, so a bolt weapons are what, like, the high-end stuff? They are... It's basically a grenade launcher, or like a mini missile launcher.
Mm-hmm.
The Space Marines use them a lot. It's the main thing.
Amazing.
They're more a weapon of just like psychological warfare than actually being like really effective. But yeah,
well, they're
they're
armor-piercing missiles.
Yeah, they will, like, explode. So
yeah, they're designed.
When you were pondering what to get, I was thinking, get grenades, and then you did.
Well, these are even better than grenades because,
but better.
They're extremely good at piercing armor, and then they're programmed to explode after they penetrate into the armor. So it's
Kara, you remember that story of the guy who tried to kill that ambassador by shoving a bomb up his butt, and then all that happened was he exploded? It's that.
Yeah.
It does that to people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
So yeah, you got a bolt pistol, and there's a dude in a lightly armored void suit guarding the hatch, kind of pretending that, just standing in front of it. I'm just minding my own business. Yeah.
So it's me, like a hallway, this person, door, and then like a airlock or something that Rabbit is in, basically.
Yeah, each compartment. Yeah, you can give me a logic check with a +20.
I'm just trying to make sure I have the lineup of.
Yeah. Yeah, you're across the hallway from this happening, so the guy hasn't noticed you yet.
So that is 34 on 34.
Okay, so yeah, this is a classic assassination attempt. They isolate one of you, put you in a compartment, take off life support and gravity, or maybe or have someone in there with a suit to kill them. All the while the person is the lookout, so they're guarding the door, making sure no one interferes. So yeah.
All right. I guess it's on then.
Oh my god, a bolt pistol has penetrating 4?
Hell yeah, it does. Yeah, I think I'm going to give him one warning.
Okay.
Open that door.
Pointing the bolt pistol at him?
Yeah.
All right. Is that
pistol cycling?
Is it called coerce or intimidate?
I believe. Isn't that presence?
Yeah, there's no separate intimidation skill. Yeah, presence. Yeah, I'll give you the bolt pistol lets you do this. Like without that kind of heavy weapon, that he would just shoot you. But that's enough to give him pause.
Oh, jeez. No, I do not make that.
All right. Well, you lose that's your surprise action. We'll do initiative next.
Okay.
So meanwhile, you can still breathe this round, Rabbit, but give me a discipline check because you realize, oh god, they're trying to kill me and I'm trapped in here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just checking one thing. Is it frightened?
Yes.
Am I frightened? Okay.
Well,
I have advantage.
Okay. Yeah.
I have advantage on tests to resist frightened, which is why I asked.
This is probably very useful.
19.
There you go. You're ready to deal with this shit. So what is your action this round? Door locked behind you. You could hear that. The guy behind the crate is wearing a void suit, lightly armored space suit, and you can't really see if he's probably has a weapon. You don't see it yet, but you think he doesn't know that you're aware of him. So you have that on him, but you're in the middle of this room. There's a lot of pipes. There's a lot of machinery. It's like 30 by 30. It's pretty tall. The ceiling is, like 50 feet up. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously you already kind of said that this ship is laid out differently than other ships, than typical ships. However, would this room be similar in layout as far as like where certain objects would be that I could recall where, using my eidetic memory, where life support systems or anything like that could be adjusted from inside the room. So if they were turned off outside, but like there obviously has to be something on the inside to control them as well. Theoretically.
You could. You have been trying to familiarize yourself with the ship. Yeah, roll tech use plus 20.
Oh, thank God. So I rolled a 79 plus 20 is under 84.
Damn. All right.
One success level. That is still a success.
That is
still a success, baby.
Yeah, there is a oxygen mask kind of thing you can grab. It does not have a very long tether. The other thing is you know which pipe to like. If you could shoot it open, it would release air into the room and also cause like a damage. Damage in this room, pipe burst, which would call a repair detail to show up within a couple minutes or sooner, depending on what's going on. So you could try and shoot. Yeah.
This might be a stupid question, but can Rabbit just not like call us on the phone or the Vox beats? Does it not work like that?
Well, the ship, because of the systems, everything, you get a lot of interference. You can try, but it's not guaranteed it would work. So no, it's fine. I mean, you could try. That might work, but like you would have to like get the frequency right and hope that they're paying attention to their Vox beat. So it's not like on a normal planet or whatever where it's clear reception. This ship is funky. So yeah, you recall that instantly because of your eidetic memory. What do you want to do? You can go to the oxygen thing, which is tethered to the wall, or you could shoot the pipe, or you could do something else.
I'm going to attempt to shoot the pipe because if I can still breathe right now, that's what we're doing. I can get to the mask later, but right now I'm shooting that pipe.
Okay, it is on the ceiling, so it is a bit of ways. So you will have to it's a precise shot, so you have to make a ranged attack. What are you armed with?
I have my las pistol.
Okay, yeah.
That's all I got.
That's enough. You can take a shot.
It goes wide. It's not a crit fail, but it's not.
Yeah, it's one pipe at one junction that you need to hit, and like you're under pressure, and you shoot and you hit near another, the bulkhead, which absorbs the shot easily. So now we're into combat. So I will say after this round, Lim and Harrow can make checks to realize their friends are not coming when they think they were. So, but first off, Khurt, what is your initiative?
6.
All right, the guy is going to go first. He is going to draw his las pistol, take a shot at you, and he is. Yeah.
Am I able to draw?
You don't need to. He rolled a 62, so he missed.
Right.
And yeah, a pew pew pew. Shot goes wide. You can return fire.
All right. Yes, I will do a burst.
God, they do a burst?
Uh-huh.
Set of las pistols. What does that do? Does that give you more damage, or
it gives me +1 success level to my?
Okay, so it wouldn't have made a difference with the las pistol because he failed by like 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 19.
Oh
my God.
Out of 45 on my range.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 4 success. Oh, no, wait, 3 success levels. Yeah, you get a +1. Sorry, 4.
+1. And it's burst, which I'm doing. Close, loud, penetrating 4, and then spread.
Well, so you're not at immediate range. So it's like point blank, right?
Close is like point blank range.
Yeah. So close
range is like the next step, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that's 4 plus my success levels, which is 4 plus the base damage of the weapon, which is 8. So that's 12 damage with 4 armor pen.
Yeah, well, that he only had 3 armor, and 12 wounds. So he goes down. He has 0 critical wounds, so he can't. He's just a guy. So yeah, you pulverize. It's like a leather suit. Yeah.
So you burst a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You burst it, yeah. So meanwhile, inside the compartment, let's see here, Rabbit, you hear an explosion coming from outside as the air is thinning out. And that's actually, pretty much going to be the last thing you hear as the air is gone. But what is your initiative?
4?
Okay, well, that guy is going to shoot first. Weirdly enough, he also has a lady's pistol. And he gets a 74. He misses as well.
Good.
Yeah, as he fires a burst at you of laser pistol shots, but his aim is thrown off by the impacts of something right outside the door.
I hope he's scared now.
Well, he's kind of focused on killing you, but you can act now.
Whatever. I'm gonna go get some oxygen. I think that's probably not the worst idea.
Okay. All right. So if you do that, he will have a +20 to hit you because you're standing in the open, and it's like an airplane. It's a little mask you put over, but it's a short tether. So yeah.
Okay.
You can do something else if you don't want to do that.
Yeah, you said that life support was coming off. Am I misremembering when you said that gravity was maybe also coming?
Gravity, you can feel yourself getting lighter. Yeah, gravity is shutting off. That'll kick in next round.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's good to know. Well then, you know what? I'm gonna try and shoot that pipe again, I guess. Just because I don't know.
You could shoot at him.
Yep. I could shoot at him, but I think my chances are equally bad for both. But I mean, I don't know. Okay. I don't know that.
Do it. Yeah. Go shoot the pipe. You do need to breathe. It is the thing.
Yeah, I would like to breathe. That is a 28 under 34.
Nice.
A win is a win.
Yeah.
Win is a win.
All right, so it's a last pistol, I believe. So
yes.
So it's going to be 5 plus success level damage. So you got what? 2 success levels?
I rolled
1, I think.
One success level.
Okay,
yeah.
so 6 damage. And he has 3 armor. So
I thought she was shooting the pipe.
Oh, you're shooting the pipe. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you hit the pipe.
How much armor does the pipe have, Ross?
A lot. So much.
More
than the dudes do.
No, it's enough to cause a leak in the pipe. The pipe's initiative is 0, and its action is to emit air. There is a hiss of air coming out. So you won't. The air is very thin, but not enough to suffocate you. There's enough for you to not die.
Yay!
Yay! All right, let's see here. Now at the beginning of the new round, Lim and the Harrow, you can both give me initiative or awareness checks.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Okay, Lim.
On it. Hold on.
Okay.
I got a 15.
You realize something's wrong. Khurt or Rabbit should have been back by now. They are. You've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, at least one of us should stay with our charges. Do you want me to investigate, or do you want to?
This is a very painful moment for Lim. Because she really, really wants to be the one to go and investigate, but is also acutely aware that the one who can blow stuff up with their mind is probably the best candidate to both help, and that she should probably stay with the psychics in case anyone comes for them. So Lim just pulls out her grappling gun. In one hand, a grenade in the other, and says, I will wait here.
Very well.
All right. Harrow, give me athletics.
Actually, can we try to synchronize our watches / Fox speeds?
I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't know if that's a thing either. That's why I'm asking the
Neither of us would know. Our tech knowledge is that your
stuff's already synchronized. You got the same time, and you're already encoded in everybody's comm channel, so you can try and hail them while you're standing guard, Lim. In that case, roll tech use +20, Lim. Try and hail them with your Vox speed.
All right. Jesus Christ! I rolled a 22.
Hey, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure that that's not a critical fail, because my tech is shockingly low.
The last skill on the list.
Yeah, but +20, and your minimum is 20, right?
Yeah.
My tech is a 34. You know that thing that you used to do with the cartridges where you would blow into them, and then if your CD wouldn't play, you would lick it?
Yeah.
Somehow that works.
What?
Suddenly,
What?
I don't know about the licking
Wait.
CDs. Yeah,
you guys never saw? I did not do that. I had friends who were like, "Yeah, if your CD won't play, if you lick it, it'll play."
Okay.
Disgusting.
Okay.
The toothpaste thing with fixing CD scratches. I've never heard of licking a CD or
Yeah, me either.
Yeah,
that's a new one on
weird.
me as well.
The deep tech lore here.
Anyway, Lim critically succeeded at tech, but I critically failed at athletics. I rolled a 77.
Okay.
My ankle.
Yeah, you trip. You don't take any damage, but you're just.
I'm delayed in.
Yeah. You're winded. So yeah, Lim, you can get everybody on the Vox speed. And so, what do you say to everyone once you cut through the interference?
Why are you late?
I'm trying to kill Rabbit.
That is a mistake.
So outside the compartment, what do you want to do?
Can I open it?
You run over, give me athletics to force it open. You really wedged it shut.
So that's a 76.
Okay. You're making progress, but it's not. Yeah.
I have 1 fate point. Like,
I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine.
Save
you'll
it.
get it.
Fine.
You'll. I mean, it's just slow. You're gonna get it open next round. It'll take 2 actions instead of 1.
am I able to like shut off the lights to the inside?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you want to shut the lights off? Yeah, you can do that.
Does Rabbit? Do you have photo?
You're the only one who has night vision, I think.
Yeah, I do not.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that just yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
All right, you're just that guy really wedged it shut. So yeah, the guy's gonna take another shot at you, Rabbit. Oops. Hope if I didn't drop the die. That is a 95, which is still failure. The guy is a terrible shot. So yeah, lasers are bouncing all around you.
Good. I mean, honestly, it makes sense that they'd put the bad shot in here. They were just hoping I would suffocate and die.
Yeah, that's true. The good shot was outside, and then he got obliterated.
He got a good shot.
He did.
Yeah. So what do you want to do as your action?
You know what? I had one.
Oh yeah,
big
now you're
shot that is-
floating.
Oh yeah. Okay. So since I'm floating, I assume he's floating too.
Yeah,
right?
he's used to it. He's clearly got 0G experience. He's able to brace himself without looking at the walls. He knows how to maneuver and fire without that. Yeah, but yeah,
Awesome. Okay, would I be able to like push off against a surface? It doesn't have to be the floor, it doesn't have to be the wall, but just like a surface to like get close to him so I can pull out my knife and attempt to stab him.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Great. I'm going to try that.
Yeah, just roll. What was it, melee? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give him the old undiscovered country.
On 6.
All right. Yeah, you stab him. How many success levels is that?
Yeah, what's your score or what's your skill?
My skill was 34.
So that's 3 success levels.
The 3 success levels.
So 3 success levels. Do you know how much damage it does?
A knife does 2, I think, by...
Yeah, I believe
standard.
That is correct.
Melee weapons. Here we go. Let's see here. Knife. 0 plus strength
am I wrong?
bonus.
Oh, my God.
Success levels plus what's your strength bonus?
My strength is 3. Supposed to be 3. So yeah.
So yeah, 3 from that, 3 from success levels.
Also, I think it has penetrating 2, if it's the same kind of knife as I'm looking at.
I don't see that on that. I just see subtle thrown.
Oh, it's the mono
I
edge
just
one
have
that I
subtle
found
and
earlier.
thrown,
That's
yeah.
why. Sorry.
Yeah. It is. The armor actually applies to this. So yeah, you do 3 damage because he has 3 points of armor. So yeah, you actually hurt him. His suit is punctured. He doesn't like that.
Good.
So he is
that's why.
going to
I was
be a
looking at
jerk
the mono
about
edge
it, probably.
one.
But we'll see how he acts. So let's see here. New round. You get the door open. Well, actually, give me athletics. If you succeed at this, you'll get it open. You'll still be able to act. If you don't, you just get it open and that's it.
40.
You get it open. You can see this compartment is 0G. This is 40K stuff. That compartment 0G. Everything else has gravity. So once you step over the threshold, 0G. Because I don't know, it just works that way. And yeah, they're entwined with each other. And what do you want?
Not a good time for a bolt gun.
Yeah,
That's
really,
fair. Yeah.
I will dive after him with my own knife.
Okay.
Oh, knives. Even.
I like that at this point we're just gonna pummel the guy with knives, just stab him full of knives.
Sure, he's got go and make an attack roll. He doesn't see you.
The Ides of March.
Little did this guy know it, but 'twas he who rolled a critical failure.
This.
His life was the critical failure.
Where's talent? Hold on.
Oh, you got a knife fighting talent or something?
No, Rabbit and I are a kill team.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Yes. So we gain +1 success level to all tests.
Hmm.
So see if I actually stab this guy.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you +10 because you get to charge in. He's
Okay.
flanked, essentially.
That just barely makes it. So that's 1 success level with 3 damage. So that'll be 4.
Okay. So that's 1 after the armor. So he feels it. He's like, ow. And he is going to act next. He is actually going to try and make an athletics check to get away from both of you so he can shoot both of you with a burst from his last pistol. So
No, he's not, because kill team. So I'm going to go immediately next, and I'm just going to stab him again.
All right, go for it. Yeah. +10, he's flanked. Here's 2 on 1.
Okay, I'm going to have to bless these dice later because that's another +6.
Ooh.
And then, so that would be 6 again, but +1 to all tests because of kill team. So 7.
All right, so 7 minus 3 because of his armor. So he takes 4 wounds. So he's got 4 left. So he's still up, but he is not doing great. Oh yeah, resolve. His resolve is he's now outnumbered. So actually, yeah, he is going to try and flee, and try and get back to the door and seal you both in. So let's see here. And he rolls on 64, so he fails that. So he tries to get away, and you're both stabbing him with your knives. You both give me more. Well, yeah, you get free attacks. He failed his check. Yep.
That is also hit.
Well, that's a 34 on the button for me, so sadly no success levels.
You get bonus 1 because
you get a bonus 1 for the...
Yeah.
So
right.
we each do 4.
Oh yeah, he's dead. He's 100% dead. You just stab that. He's just floating around, blood pouring out of his suit. There's just until you turn the gravity back on, and yeah, you killed the assassins that snuck on board, waiting until one of you wandered away to try and pick you up one at a time.
Going to check their bodies for any identifying information.
I think it's just body, right? Because the guy in the hallway is probably there's
one
not
of them.
much of a body left.
There's some legs.
Yeah, you like quake jibbed somebody.
That's true. You did. Give me an awareness check -20 because it's pretty chaotic. You can both do.
No.
All right. Harrow, you can do the same thing. You show up at this point.
Sure.
Well, that's a 15 under 45 for me.
Okay.
What was the penalty for awareness?
-20.
Okay.
Oh, so under 25. Yeah, so I still make it then.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I fail, but you make it.
Okay, yeah. So, Rabbit, you find an encrypted, like a microbead kind of thing. It's like a vox bead, but it has a recording, but it's encoded. So you need essentially there's a couple buttons on it. You have to press them in a certain order in order to get it to play. It is often used.
Tech.
Yeah. So if you want you can have Spinoza try and decrypt it, but yeah, that would be your only way to get the message on it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did he come with us?
No, this is someone who is a member of the crew.
Okay. I was like, because Spinoza, I was like, that was the guy at the...
Spinoza did come with you. Spinoza, Boyle, and Ishmael came with you because they don't know anything on this planet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Lads, brackets, named.
Yeah.
Got
Named
it. Right.
brackets,
Okay.
not the buffering wall.
That's right.
Not the ablative lads, but the named lads.
But the named lads. Okay, that's where I was getting confused. I was like, I don't think they were in there with us. Okay, I gotta say,
I feel like ablative lads would be a good like shirt design of some kind.
That's the mission statement of the Imperial Guard.
Ablative lads, yes.
Now that things have calmed down, I'm going to do something that I need to not forget to do because problems happen. Since we're not in combat, I'm just going to go in the room where they killed that guy, and I'm going to purge my psychic stuff in a much less threatening manner. So that is 69. So yeah, that room's real cold.
Nice.
A lot of cold shit happens when I purge normally.
Honestly, it says so much about you.
Yeah, and when I do it during combat, everyone dies. So let's not forget that. And before we return, Khurt's munitions corner.
The explosive rounds fired by bolters are much larger caliber than normal bullets and are sheathed in an armor-piercing tip with a mass-reactive detonator. Though fired at a relatively low velocity, the bolt's own propellant soon accelerates the round once clear of the barrel. The mass-reactive detonator reacts to any sudden increase in local mass and activates the explosive charge, literally blowing the target apart from within. Such weapons have an extremely loud report and create very gory entry and exit wounds in their targets, which invariably do not survive the trauma of the shock, and thus are perfectly suited for the shock assault role fulfilled by Space Marine. So yes, that guy had a very bad day.
Yep.
How was Khurt's day, though?
Yeah.
Great.
I got a bolt pistol. Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, not being able to see Noah's face, like, there was, like, do you remember that, like, when you were kids and you came downstairs and they were all the Christmas presents under the tree? Like, it was that face. It was that face.
Just imagine that video of that kid going, Nintendo 64! But it's...
fist.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you survived the assassination attempt. There's one part of a guy and one stabbed dead guy. Do you just want to... I'll say this part of the ship was actually... You notice that the corridor, the seals on the hallway around this area have been, like, marked for maintenance, and so no one was going into them, as though they engineered this so this would be an isolated part of the ship. And yeah, motherfucker. So no one knows that you've had to deal with this and that there's two dead, well, as far as you know, crew members, which might be a problem. So do you want to cover this up? Do you want to tell the captain? Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well,
you make
okay.
intuition checks about, like, what you know of the captain.
Ooh, I have intuition. I'm not terrible at that.
Do I have intuition?
I mean, it's a skill everyone has to some degree.
11.
Damn.
Just missed. Oh, wait, did I? Where'd my... Oh, yeah, I just missed. Okay, 45 over 42.
So you're worth money to the captain alive because that's the job. The captain would, if the captain was also going to betray you, the captain has 15,000 people on the ship that follow her command. So she doesn't have to do something like this. She could just order 100 guys to grab each of you and throw you in an airlock or ventilate you or whatever. So this is not authorized, but this, so you probably want to tell her. That would probably be a better idea than trying to cover it up. Yeah.
All right. Let's go tell the captain. I think she needs to hear about this.
Okay.
Oh.
Actually, unless you all need me, I'm gonna head back to guarding the captives because the Harrow's not great with people anyway.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense that we probably shouldn't be alone.
Unless you would like me to read the captain's mind, but that seems unnecessary.
Captain does have a navigator with her at a lot of times, so if you do psychic bullshit, the navigator will probably know. And
probably.
That's also your only person able to navigate the warp, which is also kind of essential. So if you kill the navigator, you're all fucked.
So yeah,
that's assuming you win the fight against the navigator. Yeah,
go back to guarding the psykers is where I'm going.
All right, so Khurt and Rabbit head to the captain. Do you want to address her on the bridge? Do you want to, like, take her aside? Like, hey, we got to talk privately.
Oh, privately.
Yeah, privately.
All right, so Rabbit, take her aside. What do you say to her?
Well, Captain, I'm sure this will come as a huge shock and surprise to you, but an assassination, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, that was a whole bunch of, it was a bunch of S's trying to come out all at once. Captain, I'm sure this will come as a huge shock to you, but there was an assassination attempt just made on my life, and I will give her the approximate location in the ship so she knows. And I fear that they are not acting alone. There were 2 of them, but I assume there are more.
All right, show me. She calls for her master-at-arms, who is a heavily augmented, veteran, who's just this hulking presence and just heavy mesh armor, wearing a helmet and just laden down with weapons, who says very little. And yeah, the 2 of them, you follow, you guide her there. She looks over. She's kind of raises her eyebrow, looking at the assassin exploded, but then looks at the one who'd been stabbed, takes off the helmet, Looks at it's like, do you recognize them? He's like, no. Well, we took on new crew, Damnedin, because, we have losses and crew desert, not just, casualties, but crew desert, crew leave. So they must have been newcomers. I'll double check to make sure. Damn. I suppose I should tell you at this point that we're not going back to the planet you thought you were. We're not going back to Dow Terras. We've been, I guess I've been paid to take you to a different location. It's an unnamed planet, not on any charts, but I was actually approached separately by both. Well, your patron actually asked me to go there, but also the bishop. Let's see here. Bishop Dugransal wanted you to come here to this planet. So both of you wanted to make sure you and your, I assume the Ministerium actually asked me if how much it would be worth to betray Nat, and I told him that there's no price to cross the Ministerium because of cold trade requires a lot of bureaucratic favors to hide from the Inquisition. So whatever you're involved with, both the Ministerium and the Ministerium, your patron and a rival in this bishop really want you there. And yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I guess perhaps the Ministerium, perhaps the bishop wanted to take your captives off your hands. The only way that would happen is if you were all dead. We'll be arriving soon, so you should probably think about how you're going to be doing. I have explicit instructions to get all of you on board a shuttle and drop you off at a certain point, and then wait for a day. And if I don't get message for anyone to be ferried back, then I leave. The contract is fulfilled, but yes, I'll change the guards and only have my trusted people around you, people I've been with for years, people who wouldn't betray me. So no more new crew members, and I'll restrict the new crew members away from your section.
We appreciate that.
Good work, by the way. Defending yourselves. It would have been very awkward if you showed up dead. Nat would have been very mad at me. So she walks off.
All right. So how do we play this?
This stinks. Like, it smells fucking awful.
What does the Ministerium want with these psykers?
Let's go talk to Spinoza and see if we can get this microbead decrypted before we get where we're going, and see if we can get any information off of it.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I fill in the rest of the team.
Yeah, I'll let Lim and the Harrow know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm too one-track mind. I'm like, microbead, Spinoza, go. And Kurt's like, maybe it's fine. I got it.
Maybe we should tell the others.
All right, Rabbit, you get the microbead to Spinoza. I'm just going to make this very simple for you. I rolled a die. If you can guess if it's odd or even, then he can decrypt it in time for you to act on it. And if you guess wrong, then you have to spend a fate point to get it to work in time. Or one of you will have to spend a fate point. So,
okay.
Yeah. Is it odd or even?
Odd.
It was an 8. So,
right.
One of you can spend a fate point to make this happen.
I'll spend it. It's fine.
Well, how many do you have?
1.
I have 2.
Okay. Let me, with you. Somehow Spinoza is inspired, manages to crack it. And yeah, you get a voice.
Thank you, Lim.
The voice says,
Wait, hold on. Before that, I would like to... Lim actually comes over, and in her ignorance, in her profound not knowing, just pokes at something and says, what's that? Like, it's just like the Matrix thing where all the things are squiggling. And for one, she's like, I know what that means. One symbol, one word. It's the Rosetta Stone. It's enough to crack it.
All right, yeah.
Or did you see that? One of the kids in the orphanarium told me what it meant.
Yeah, it means umbra or shadow, and that is enough. The thing is, the message is a old man's voice, and he says, "The captives must be kept alive. However, the captain has been told that there will be a payday for delivering the captives, and I will give you a substantial penalty bonus to double of whatever Nat was paying if the captors, the 4 of them, are not, if it's you on the shuttle down with the captives and not them. And I will pay you well, and here are their descriptions, followed by a very detailed description of all 4 of you. So kill them, but keep the captives alive. And if the captives try to rebel or escape, tell them that Endius's secret is no good unless all of them are alive. And if they follow me, they can live very long and happy lives. I can alone protect them from the Inquisition's black ships. So, yeah, they were going to take your place, essentially, and hand over the captives to the bishop.
Great, but that doesn't give us any more information.
I mean, it essentially confirms what the captain said, so...
Yeah, I was just hoping they would be sloppier about the hidden communique, but...
One idea does occur to all of you. That this Endius thing, the secret of Endius, the Endius Mandate, you had to get all 3 psykers together in order to learn it. And you have time and you have all 3 psykers together. Now, they've been prevented from, linking with each other because of Lim. But if Lim stands back, you can also talk to the psykers and see what they think about this.
All right.
Okay.
Well, the final... I guess Lim was the only one who heard the last one being like, hey, bad stuff going on, and didn't care. So... So yeah, I guess the rest of us are kind of in the dark about that.
I mean, if you had talked to Shorich, she'll definitely tell you again. And you should probably have time to talk to all of you, given that, you're all on board this ship until you get to your destination. So yeah, you got a couple hours left before you get to before the ship arrives. So
I mean, let's go see what they know.
Yeah.
Right. Who's talking?
By the way, Lim has not left. So when you guys come in there and Taeyeon taking one of her captives, she does still have her grapple gun and grenade ready. What's the password?
You can put those away, Lim.
I'm going to assume it's either ocean or turnip.
The password is there is no password.
Oh. Well.
We need to talk to these 3.
Why?
We need to see what they know, why they're wanted by both Nat and the bishop.
Our patron told us didn't tell us that we were allowed to do that.
Well, they're trying to kill us and take these 3. If we don't, we have to figure out what's so important. That
it is unwise to be unprepared if we are to complete our mission.
That's the only thing. She does like the little nervous thing. She's outside, but she's looking in.
All right. Yeah. Short, Gideon, and Nova are looking at the 3 of you. The 3 of you. They look pretty resigned, if you had to guess at what they were feeling.
So, what do you know?
Do you know what Endius was? What he did?
No.
He was an astropath, and he also worked as part of an expedition. We all were. And we went out to the Halo stars. Do you know where that is? Do you know what that region is like?
I've heard whispers.
It's at the very fringes of known space, and there's a lot of ruins there, a lot of dead xenos civilizations, and a lot of xenos technology. And we don't know exactly the nature of the thing that he was commissioned to. The expedition was commissioned to find something. And we've been talking it out a little bit when Lim is looking or eating or away, whispering to each other. And it was hidden on another planet. The find was hidden on another planet, a different xeno civil ruins. Hiding a needle in a stack of needles. And I'm guessing that's where we're going. But if you let us link so we can unlock the secret, we can tell you.
This is why from the door. This is why it's heresy to mess with Xeno. This is why. This is what happens.
Yes, thank you, Lim.
So will you let us link?
Why such an extent to keep this information secret?
Well, I think it was a joint effort between the Administorium and the Ministerium.
And now they seek advantage over one another?
Yeah. Because something about this is too good to resist. I don't know. I won't know. None of us will know unless we link, and then we can tell you everything, and then you can decide before we land on that planet. Or you can be good soldiers. Follow your orders. We'll find
I'm
out
a good soldier.
and we'll find out when we land on that planet, and then they order us to link. And then
I don't believe it was expressly forbidden for us to find out further. It was just not instructed that we do so.
My old boss used to say FAFO.
We'll let you do it. If anything weird happens, I've got a bolt round with your names on them.
Okay. Look. So the three of them join hands. They close their eyes, and they, you can feel the warp energy growing between all of them. Not a lot, but enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping my awareness brackets signitions fucking focused.
Yeah,
on
roll
these people.
psychic mastery or whatever it's called.
Well, this is just the keeping an eye on shit one, not the doing psychic shit. Ooh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is actually an amazing feat of technical finesse. They are interlinking parts, each of them forming a third of an elaborate construct.
Interlinked, you say?
Interlinked.
A system of cells inside a system of cells within a system of cells. Interlinked. That whole
yes,
thing?
You might say that. But this construct is not very powerful, but very intricate, and very easily spoiled if they weren't acting in perfect unity. It gets to the point where their heartbeats are beating as one. They become briefly one being, one mind. And then there's a flash of energy, and it imparts on all three of them. So they all know the secret now, but all of them look, and then they kind of think for a moment as they understand, as they begin to think of the ramifications. They're like, oh. So we remember now. We were the ones to find it, and then Endius did this to us so we would be safe in a way. Otherwise, we would have been killed for knowing this long ago. There's a type of xenos artifact that the aristocracy, the nobles, that kingdoms have been won and lost over. They're called halo devices because they come from the halo stars. And they're small devices like a necklace or something, but they grant long life to humans. But the nature of these halo devices is that they begin to change the person, and then they become different, and eventually they become hungry, and they can only survive on the flesh of other humans, and then they become monsters. But we're talking about extending a person's lifespan tenfold. But what we found, they call it the Halo Throne. It is the thing that makes the devices, and apparently has some control over any Halo device that it makes. Endius thought it could be used to keep their hunger in check, to keep them long-lived, but still human. They would still have to eat people. And the Halo Throne uses life force. It's like, that's why he called it the Halo Throne, because it's like the Emperor's throne. It needs souls to work, but both the bishop and the administratium wanted this device, wanted the throne, and it's hidden on this planet we're going to, in the bottom of ruins that Endius and the crew set up, laden with traps, and below the throne a nuclear device with a code that only one of us can decrypt, any of us can decrypt, to safely take the Halo Throne away.
How do we set it off?
Well, you try and remove the throne without deactivating it. It is a large device. It is something you sit on. And that is but I mean, people any planetary governor would pay a fortune for it. Rogue traders you could buy a warrant of trade with that. You could have grant long life to anyone you wanted to, and they would still have to listen to you, obey you. It would the kind of empire you could build with that. So yeah. How are you all thinking about this? Just in general, Xeno devices are pretty heretical. There are some, you can make the argument that they're useful, But Halo devices, yeah, if any of you would have to make a -20 lore check to even heard of a Halo device.
I almost
I'm not
certainly
even gonna
absolutely
try.
haven't, but I'm going to try because it would be very funny if
Oh.
I succeeded.
Well, that's a 17 under 44 for a rabbit.
Yeah, you've heard of them.
Oof, no, not at all.
The stories are that, yeah, once they become basically monsters, Noble becomes one, and eventually servants start disappearing, then people in the country start disappearing, then they become a mindless monster that haunts the kingdom. You know, that's what a Halo device is. It's a thing for turning a human into a monster that eats thousands of people over 100 years or more, or hundreds of years. You know, yeah. Another example why xenos shit can't be trusted, and something that could create more Halo devices. Boy, that's a game changer. Yeah, and you're going to a planet to get one for one side, or perhaps it seems both factions were in on this expedition, so they're probably going to negotiate some sort of agreement to share control of it. You don't know how that would work. It doesn't sound like it would be easily shared, but.
Well, it also, I mean, I'm not 100% sure I fully believe that, because the fact that one of the two is trying to have us killed and we were the ones bringing everybody here doesn't exactly sound like both sides are coming at this with the same intentions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is heresy. We very sadly must kill the psychics. Kill the
Well,
psychics,
can't yet.
blow the throne, and leave.
Well, we cannot kill the psychics yet.
You can make a logic check. Yeah.
They have the information we need to find what must be destroyed.
The whole planet.
I didn't make a logic check. 76 under 64.
Okay. I mean, all of you can make it. Yeah.
My logic is 91 over 34. Iron proof. Kill the psychics. We'll find it when we get there. We'll set it off.
It's just base logic.
Yeah, I'll give you a +10. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I got it either way.
Okay,
I
yeah.
just wanted to make sure. Yeah, 24 under 34.
Well, they know what planet it's on, and it's in the ruins. If they're willing to go these lengths, they'll probably figure out a way to get it sooner or later. This is like saving them years of effort to get it.
People with resources versus us who have only what we are given.
I mean, there's a chance they can't figure it out and the nuclear bomb goes off. Sure, but you don't know that. You know 100% if you kill the psychics, you're dead. Like, they will kill you.
Are you three able to relock your memories?
Well, we need a fourth to act as a... You would have to help us do that. We can't do it on our own. We could tell you how Endius did it from how we perceived it, and you could try and... If you have telepathic powers, you could attempt it.
I do. So I think the safest thing at the moment would be for us to quarantine this information as much as possible. So if I take it and we lock your memories away, that at least limits the amount of this information and puts it in our hands.
Okay. Yeah, they're scared by this information. They know any real chance of survival lies with you four. So yeah.
You're almost going to say you three, weren't you?
Sorry, there's 3 of them and 4 of you. So yeah, but yeah, go ahead and use your mind reading or tell. What's it called?
I have mental interrogation.
Yeah, we'll call it. Yeah.
All right.
I'll say -10 because this is a little unusual.
Gotcha. Oh, all right. That's a 15. So that is still 4 success levels.
Yeah, that's yeah. They relock it. You follow the construct along, and you can reverse it essentially, so it is unmade. So they no longer remember. They don't remember. In fact, they blank out about like the last, them explaining it to you. So yeah. But of course, you four know it. Of course, you don't know the path to get through all the traps leading to the nuclear bomb with the Halo throne. So
Are they going to have to reconnect to guide us through it?
yeah.
Oh no, that was what I was asking, is if I could read their minds and then lock the thing.
Oh, so you want it too? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, you got enough.
It,
yeah. Okay. Yeah, you have it. So you have it, and they each have a third of it, so they could relink and do it themselves as well. Or do you want to erase it? Yeah.
Also, well, after we'll leave them alone to not know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
If we allow one or more of them to escape, it would be perhaps some time before those seeking the throne realized that we have the information from inside of them. May give us an edge to find what we're looking for, to do what needs to be done. Send them on a wild goose chase.
What does
What's a
need to be
goose?
done?
How wild are they?
I mean, my what I believe needs to be done is we need to destroy this fucking throne. Like, the Harrow was
Yeah,
just taking
I
that as a
think-
given.
No.
I think we're all kind of in agreement with that. It is heretical. It
If
should
we-
not exist.
It should be said, if we do this, we will likely lose favor with our patron if they were also seeking this for their own ends.
Our patron would never do that. Our patron is a loyal member of the Empire and would never engage in heresy.
Indeed.
Therefore, we do not need to be concerned that they will be displeased. And I am not.
Okay. So the plan is to play along until you get to the surface, and then like you want to let one of them escape. How do you want to work that?
One,
out?
maybe more than one. Maybe they all get out somehow. Who
Well, they
knows?
can't really escape on the ship, right? There's nowhere to go.
It's a big ship. Who knows? They could
Well,
go anywhere.
then they will just wait until they get like the captain is being paid to get you on that shuttle and get you on the surface. So that's going to be you versus the 15,000 crew on board this ship. So
Well, in
that's
that case, we could simply kill one of them.
yeah.
Well, yeah, and then we end up dead. Does the Harrow have any ability to like make people like not just like lock away the memories, but like rip memories from people's minds?
I do not believe so. I know mental interrogation works better depending on how well you succeed, but
You bend the mind.
Take the mind.
Yeah, no, it's just for reading minds. It doesn't affect the recall. Although they themselves did forget, at least that we know.
If you can give me logic checks with plus 10.
14.
Oh, odd 5 under 74.
99 critical failure. I am absolutely certain that we should just kill them.
And then
Alright.
and then I just put my hand over Lim's mouth and I'm like, no, let me tell you what's actually happening.
No, I'm gonna go. You're 6 feet tall. I am a foot off the ground. My little feet are kicking like a muppet.
It's adorable. This is wonderful. Love
So-
I just regular fail, so I also don't know what's going on, but much less aggressively than Lim.
So Rabbit, you know what your advantages are right now.
I'm buying demo
Okay.
charges, Ross.
All right. Yeah, you can buy demo charges, sure. So here's what you realize, Rabbit. Your advantage is one that you know, you have that information they think you don't know. They think it's impossible for you to know. So you've got that going for you. And two, you know what the plan is. At least the initial plan is, or the overall plan is. The captain's going to get you on that shuttle, take you down to the planet's surface to the Xeno ruins. Then they're going to have the psychics link to reveal the secret, reveal the path, and the code to disarm the bomb. Then they're going to march in. Nat's forces are there. The bishop's forces are there. And they're all going to march down, disarm the bomb, take the Halo throne out, and, figure out some way to share it. Or there's going to devolve into a firefight. But you know at least the beginnings of how this plan works. So you have some options. Now, they do have biometric. Nat has a biometric data on the 3 psykers, but that's their DNA, right? That's not their faces. Their faces could have been altered by surgery or something like that. You could claim that. So you could have one of you posing as a psychic. You could swap places with somebody, or kidnap a crew member, which the captain's not going to like. But if you can sneak one by the captain, you leave one of the psychics behind, and thus only the Harrow has the secret in his head. 2, you could instigate an escape attempt once you land, and that hopefully they won't kill the psychics, so that will buy you time for you to sneak into the ruins, guided by the Harrow, to get to the throne first, and set off the bomb on Chimer, and then get back to the surface out of the blast range, and hopefully into a shuttle to take you back onto some ship to get the fuck off this planet. Yeah. So that is what your really good logic text tells you. You at least those are your advantages. So you got to play your cards carefully. Yeah.
How big was the guy we stabbed to death?
I'll let you choose. You can be as big as small as human. He's a human. He's not an ogre or a ratling. So yeah.
I'm gonna say, is he roughly like, I don't know, Khurt sized?
Sure. You could fix up that suit with the helmet on. No one will see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can fix those knife wounds. Wash off the blood.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Leave it on. It gives it character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could actually. Nat's sent out 4 of you, but if 3 of you come back, Nat's not gonna be too surprised.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's very clever. Yeah. All right.
Sucks to be Khurt, man. He just,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one of us who's the best at talking.
Yeah, that's yep.
I have a
That's
question.
shooting too.
So this is like kind of a meta question. So if we're gonna run a thing where are we still gonna run the thing where we have one of them pretend like escape?
I mean, that's up to you.
Because if we do that, it would be funny if we didn't tell them that's what the plan was.
Well, I don't know how you get them to go along, because right now they think their preservation lies in cooperating.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we would have to convince them that cooperating will be worse in the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I could, theoretically, tell one of them what's ahead of them.
Okay, sure. That would be a persuade check of some kind.
Well, it depends on I guess we don't know what all of them are able to do. But I was considering the one who can see the future, possibly like touching base with.
Oh yeah, you could just give her the Emperor's Tarot cards that you took from her. Yeah, and let her.
Actually, I was gonna say like those. I presumed I was not carrying with me. Like I didn't have those in my inventory. I just assumed they were back at base. So do we still have those?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't fucking using them. Those are dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, yeah. You don't have to make a persuade check. Yeah.
If the group is okay with that, that would be my thought, is see if we can like use the tarot deck. Essentially like offer the tarot deck, use that to convince Nova of what's going on and flip them to not cooperate.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good idea. You hand her the tarot deck and she does a reading, with Lim out of the room, obviously. And she looks very pale. She does it again. And she's like, she does it again. She's like, whatever we cooperate, it'll be bad for everyone.
Yes, I know what you knew. You do not want to connect with the others, either for your personal well-being or for what that will lead to beyond you.
Okay.
If you cooperate with us in not cooperating, once we put an end to, let's just call it, the heresy ahead, we will do our best to make sure that you survive as well. But I'm going to hope that in those cards you see that this is about more than survival.
Okay. Yeah, they won't kill us. And I'll try, give us an opening. We'll try to run, if that's what you want us to do. Get away from each other. But if they capture us, we won't have much of a choice. They'll have their own psykers there that'll compel us to do it.
Understood.
Or what we could do, right, is Lim still has the bomb collar.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. One of them doesn't have to live, so we just put it on one of them, and if we suspect that one of them has been captured, they all have been captured, and they're going to talk, we'll simply...
Yeah, the psykers they're agreeing to help you, but only if you don't put the bomb collar on.
Yeah, I think that the agree for help is probably good enough for now.
Yeah.
Someone doesn't want to sacrifice themselves for the good of the Empire.
I certainly am probably going to try, but we don't need them to. And look, who knows how survivable any of this will be for anyone.
Yeah, Gideon's this cold ship, this is a cold trader ship, this is a smuggler ship. If we can get back on here after the captain fulfills her contract, we could just join her crew. She'll want psykers with us.
So far as we know, the captain is simply waiting on a timetable with no particular instructions about not allowing you back. Yeah.
And we can help her, get a new identity and go out to the Coronis expanse or something. The frontier, man, there's lots of opportunities there, lots of ways to escape your past. Yeah. We'll try and run around and get back to the shuttle and take off. And if you get to the shuttle first, try and save us.
I have a feeling the shuttle will be more likely first reached by you than by us, considering what we have to do. I'm assuming, Khurt, you're going to be the one making an opening.
Well, there's going to be multiple shuttles at the site,
Oh, no, I meant because Kurt's going to have his disguise plan going on.
Oh,
yeah. I got us 4 sets of demolition charges. If you each want to take one, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have
If
2?
to manually set the thing off, we can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you each can activate and put a timer on it without having to make a skill check. Or just hit a button to detonate it.
Yeah, they come with, remote detonators. So.
Yeah, child, it's so easy, a child could use it. That's the Imperial standard.
And they frequently do.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to plan out before the time is growing near? You can hear this ship leave the warp.
Yeah, I guess I will disguise myself. As far as anybody on our side is concerned, I'm gone.
Where did you go?
Away.
He died.
I'm dead, technically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Lim. I'll make whatever opening I can, and if we need to, we'll blow it ourselves.
And when whatever commotion Khurt begins, you two stay near me, and I will do my best to reach where we're going.
Okay.
So all of you get to the shuttle.
Oh, actually, before we do that, going into one of the empty cells and purging that warp charge I used to close their memories.
All right.
I'm not going there with a fucking counter on me. That's for damn sure.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Thaddeus isn't going to Dutch oven the party again.
18. So that is. Oh yeah, that's just hoarfrost again. Cold cell.
You love it. You need it. It's like a crackdown back on damage.
It's like 11 to 45 is that. Yeah. So it's like, okay. Yeah.
You love rolling those numbers. They're great numbers, let me tell you. So all of you get on the shuttle. You can see below, as you get to the hangar, the shuttle takes off. You can see through a porthole window. The planet is, got blue oceans, and planets, got an atmosphere. Looks like a feral world, not like a death world, but, just like untamed wilderness. No one's settled it. No one's probably heard of this system before. Yeah, but there is one large island in the middle of the ocean, and you can see gray as opposed to, the brown mountains or forests or green forests or anything like that. And you can tell there's basically an island with a massive pit in the middle of it. And as you get closer, you can see that this pit has elevators leading down into it. It's ruins. Yeah, and none of you are xenoarchaeologists. You don't recognize what it is, what kind of species lived here once. It doesn't look like any of the ones you've seen before, but it looks very old. But you're landing in front of one of these elevators on the surface, and you can see a camp has been set up. Actually, 2 camps that are both apart from each other in a very large clearing. Like they cleared out a forest in order to make room for this, and there's multiple shuttles there. Also, as you were leaving from the shuttle, as you looked around, you could see 2 other ships in orbit around this planet. And both the Astra Militarum characters can roll lore to figure things out about those ships.
You're going to say Lim looks out and says, they cut down all of the turnip trees.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
70 over 64.
No one's going to correct her on that.
Yeah, so, Rabbit, you don't recognize them, but Khurt, you recognize one of them must be a rogue trader ship, and maybe not the flagship of a rogue trader dynasty, but definitely a ship with that livery of a rogue trader. We'll say it's the Winter Scale dynasty. And the other ship is a ministerium ship. You can tell the religious insignia and on this of the ecclesiarch. So that Nat ship and the bishop ship, or a ship hired by Nat and one of the bishop ship. With your success, you can tell that and as you get on the landing, you can see both camps. You can see one of the tents on the ministerium side has a Sister of Battle pennant on it, and Nat's forces are all more mercenary than that. But they are both pretty geared up. They look comparable, and your shuttle lands in the middle of them. But the captain's not on the ship. It's just you and the pilot, NPC pilot, who's supposed to go back up to the ship. But you'll be landing in the middle of a clearing, which is not great for escape attempts, right? So you could do something before the shuttle lands, like grab the pilot, throw him, and like let slow down so the psykers can jump up in the forest outside the clearing and then land like there was a struggle, or you could just let it play out and see if they can run really fast to get into the trees. Like
I'm thinking, deal with pilot, better option.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So how are we doing that?
I have a choke grenade.
We're not going to choke.
We
all
are
of
indoors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, last time everyone was very distracted.
It's true. It's very distracting.
That is true. I mean, we could. Somebody could overpower him.
Mm-hmm.
Not me, obviously, but somebody could. Glances in Kurt's general direction.
Again, 8 on my melee.
Jesus.
Okay, yeah. What do you want to do to him? He's definitely not suspecting this.
I think I'm just gonna come up behind him and like sleeper hold him.
Okay. I assume someone's going to try and grab the controls of the shuttle.
If you could take if you could take the controls.
Yeah.
All right, roll pilot.
My piloting is still pretty good. Fingers crossed on this, guys.
It's better than anybody else's, so.
Lim rolls 28 under 46.
All right.
That's 2 success levels.
That's enough. All right, you choke the pilot out. Lim grabs the controls. Now, what do you want to do? You want to like just land in the forest away from the camp, like, or do you want to make it look like it crashed? Kind of like oh no, we're losing control. Like the shuttle wobble a little bit. They can all see that.
Yeah, I would say rough landing seems like a better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and you could also like throw the pilot away from that so that like Khurt could play the role of the pilot. So you want to do that? Just toss that pilot out of the shuttle?
Sure.
All right.
Seems
reasonable. Off patch of ground.
Yeah. You throw him out. You blur.
No ticket.
Yeah. And you land a rough landing. The 3 psychics. The shuttle is damaged, but still drivable, or it'll still fly. It'll be tough to get out because you're in the forest. But the 3 psychics run in opposite directions, and you can hear. Let's see here. They probably don't have much in the way of fast response vehicles in this thing, so they're running on foot. So it'll take them a little bit to get there. So you could run to meet them, or act like you're stunned, or I don't know. What do you want to do? Or you could sneak around and try and get into the ruins.
I will probably tell I will tell the sneaky people to probably sneak out on their own, because funny thing about me, my mind can't be read. And so I will go out and announce with great presence that the psychics attack the pilot and run. And that's what I'm thinking happens. And then once I'm able to get away, we will in the search, I'll meet you at the place. That's what I'm going to say.
All right,
and
so
then I will guide you the rest of the way.
All right, so other people, you get a +20 because you're in a forest. You got all the cover for stealth checks, but give me stealth checks.
Oof. Oh, thank God. That would be 47 under 52.
All right.
I rolled a 67 over. I get +20?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
A +20 gives me a 71, and I rolled a 67. Haha, I make it.
All right, Khurt.
I did not make it.
Even with your cameo line?
Cameo line is only when I'm standing still, I believe.
Okay. I mean, you could use that bonus because you're just trying to get away hide from these people, so you could wait for them to pass. So if that bonus would make the difference.
I rolled it like an 87.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Wait,
wait.
Hold on.
Not burn, but you could use. Oh, sorry.
What's your because kill team, right? So your Camellia line plus kill team, that's +3 success levels.
I would still need to pass the check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Khurt gets caught, and there'll be questions for. Well, let's. So the psychic scatter, the Harrow. You just go approach.
I'm just running out and being like, they sabotaged the craft as we were landing. The psychics have run.
Okay. I'll give you plus
With-
20. Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Because I definitely needed that. So that makes my presence 65. So I made 55. Ooh, sick. That went from being a critical failure to a critical success then.
Damn.
Amazing.
So yeah, they have no
Little
reason to
things.
disbelieve you, and that was very credible with the fucking crash. So they are focused on that, and they kind of ignore you. And with the critical success, yeah, everyone ignores you. They're all focused on the psychers. They don't even realize you're psychic, and so you can just go straight to the elevator. And you also notice that there are ladders and stairs leading down, although they're very precarious. We're talking like the pit is like 500 feet before you get to the ruin. So it's just like, if you have a fear of heights, this is terrifying to take anything other than the elevator, which is a caged freight elevator. It is just a massive rectangle going straight down, opening into this enormous cavern city.
All right. Well,
That is absolutely monstrous in size. Cyclopean, you might say.
Good.
Yeah,
let's hit it. Let's running.
So Lim and Rabbit, you avoid the search parties, and you can make a beeline, not to the freight elevator because that would be too obvious, but there are ladders and stairs leading down, and you could sneak down those. Rendezvous. The problem is with you, Khurt. How do you explain yourself? They don't know who you are.
Yeah.
They know you're not one of the targets because they can see that you're not a psyker.
Oh, jeez. Give me a
sorry.
name, Ross.
Yeah, sorry, Khurt.
Oh no, we got names. Don't worry. You want a name? I'll give you a good name. Dottie Van Dahl.
I'm Dottie. I'm one of the bounty hunters hired to eliminate the people holding on to those psychers. They managed to jump the pilot and crash the ship before we could secure them.
All right. Yeah, you can give me a presence check plus 20 with all that. It's very convincing.
31 out of 57.
Damn. So yeah, all of you managed to evade a capture long enough to get to the ruins, and all of you can see that you're going into this. All of you need to give me awareness checks to find each other.
Oh no.
Nope.
Huh.
Oh, just 73 over 45?
6.
Okay.
Jesus.
0.
Oh, that's 100.
That's 100.
That's
You don't see
100.
shit.
Oh, isn't that a critical failure?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay. So only the Harrow succeeded.
Yeah.
Harrow, you can pick someone other than Lim. Who do you fit? Yeah, you rolled 100.
Can't
I'm picking-
see you, Lim.
Yeah, I can't see you. Yeah.
I'm picking V because V knows how to navigate.
All
V
right.
has a much. I know where we need to get to, but V has a much better ability to navigate spaces, if I recall.
That
Okay.
is correct.
So you two can.
Rabbit, sorry.
Yeah, your Vox speeds don't work in here. There's some weird interference with the signals. There's something weird about this place. So first off, Lim, you
Yes.
are wandering around, and a person in robes, a very tall person in robes, rounds the corner and sees you. And then you realize they look very odd, and you realize they're not human, they're not a mutant. That's a xenos, and it is tall. He's got a very long gray face with eyes that are offset to the side like this, and seems to be looking at you rather placidly. And he speaks. You seem to be lost, child.
Yes.
You are lost in many ways.
No.
You are missing something.
Maybe.
Do you want to come with me? I can help you find what you have lost.
No. I don't like you.
Why? I have only offered you help.
Because you are heretical by nature, but I have better things to do.
And then it fades from vision. It just disappears.
Yeah. Bye.
Give me a discipline check for fear.
Do I have anything? I think I only have discipline against.
Or then
psychic,
just
right?
roll. Yeah, just roll. Yeah, discipline.
All right, come on, boys. Don't fuck me again. 92.
Yeah. Something in you realizes that you could have gotten something the reason why everyone hates you, that being could have helped you get it back. That spark. No, that's impossible. Is it? Yeah. Do you want it, like, even the idea of getting a soul, would you pursue it, or would you be repelled by the idea?
Torn?
Okay.
Lim is having flashbacks to a lifetime of being used as a human repellent object, of being, being forced to sit next to people, of being fought over like an object, of being found and used, and her absolute devotion to the Emperor. And ultimately, in a very sort of almost suicidal way, would not pursue a soul, because if she has a soul, then she cannot be useful to her Emperor anymore. The only thing that matters to anyone ever, the most important thing, which means she can never, ever be happy.
She can never be happy. And she goes forward into the ruins to keep looking for the bomb. And meanwhile, Khurt, you see something light up ahead, and you look ahead, and you realize it's a pedestal, and on that pedestal there's a sword on it, like a human sized sword, but a design you've never seen before.
All right. Is it just like a big empty room with a sword?
It's like you're a courtyard. Like you're like in between buildings. Well, like the sunlight is hitting this sword from all the way in you're still like, you can still see the pit. You're still in the pit. You haven't like, you still see the sky above you.
I mean, I guess I will approach it and inspect it, not touching it, but kind of getting a good look at it.
Yeah. Do you roll lore? Do you have lore negative 30?
That's a 55 over 5. So.
Oh, this is a power sword. You should pick it up.
Hell yeah, power sword. Bolt pistol.
Yeah, roll discipline.
It's a perfect companion to your kick-ass new gun. It looks like they match, actually.
That's a 54 over 42.
All right, yeah, no, this feels right. You definitely need this weapon.
All right.
So, meanwhile, Rabbit and the Harrow, are you looking for your companions, or are you following the path?
No, I'm asking Rabbit to help me turn the information that I have into good navigation so that we can find this thing and destroy it.
Okay, yes. All right,
that is what we must do.
Okay. Are you going to leave any little markers for your friends to find, or are you just running straight ahead?
The Harrow has no interest in that. The goal is to destroy the thing. If all of us die, and the thing is destroyed, that is a victory. Okay.
All right, so the two of you.
So, I mean, if Rabbit wants to leave, that is just me. If Rabbit wants to leave marks, the Harrow won't stop her, but is not going to contribute.
So you can see that there are signs that this place has been visited by humans before. Along this path, you can see crates that are covered in dust, but like they have Imperial logos on them or insignia. There's lights. There's little work areas and tents set up. This was obviously a big expedition. This was a big research project, and you follow those, and then you get to the first trap, which you know how to disable, but they're like sentry turrets that were built into the buildings along this avenue to fire on anyone who didn't enter in a certain code by tapping certain flagstones on the avenue in a certain order, which the Harrow, you don't have to roll, you just know how to do it. And yeah, that takes you a bit of time. Rabbit, you can give me an awareness check.
Ooh, 22 under 45.
Damn.
So aware.
Yeah, you in fact you can hear you hear Lim. She's crying. Yeah.
Lim doesn't have emotions. That's weird. What? Where is she crying?
Not too far away. You could just run off to the side and find her.
Okay, I know that the Harrow is busy, but obviously I expect that they won't question me running off momentarily, so long as I'm not moving in front of, trying to, go down the path. So yeah, I'm gonna go towards the crying Lim.
Yeah, you see her. She is wandering around, looking very lost.
Lim, are you okay?
Yes.
I don't believe you. Just for the record, but if you don't want to talk about it, I understand and I'll respect that too. Just know that you're not fooling anybody.
You don't care.
Why would you?
I am the weird one. I am the sad, weird one that you drag around because it's convenient and it's easy and you can laugh at the stupid things that I say. I know that and you know that because I am dumb, but I am not stupid.
Okay, well, hold on to all of those accusations because I have made no small effort in trying to help you understand the weirdness of this world versus where you came from.
Fine. We gotta save.
I wouldn't ask if you were okay if I did not care. Even somewhat. You should know this about me by now. I don't ask questions I don't care about the answers to.
Everyone wants to know why their favorite light is broken. Washing tube. Boat. Useful things.
You think you're a washing tube or a boat?
Yes. Very useful, expensive thing that is very inconvenient except when it's not. Fine, we gotta go. Brought my grenades. Blow it up. Go home. Serve the Empire. It's fine.
I mean, for the record, I don't think you're inconvenient. And you're useful, yes, but so am I. So is the Harrow. So is Khurt. So are the psykers that we brought here. We are all useful. If we weren't useful, we wouldn't be
Alive?
Here. Well, also alive, yes. But being useful isn't a bad thing.
The only thing.
It's not the only thing.
Just fight. Fight. Gotta serve the Empire. Gotta go. Fight.
This is very awkward because Rabbit is not good with emotions either, just generally. But it's at this point that I'm gonna walk over to Lim and, like, because I am so much taller and I have this pretty good wingspan and Lim is very small. It's kind of like it's very spider-like, just the arms just wrapping around Lim and kind of like grasping on to her in what is a really honest attempt at a hug.
And surprisingly, perhaps even shockingly, Lim returns the hug like a child. Like, full body arms, burying her face into the much taller person, mushing, back popping hug with like those little shudders that someone does when you can tell they're crying but you can't hear it. It is also probably extremely unpleasant to be hugged by her.
Actually, Rabbit, for some reason, you don't feel that uncanny weirdness that you normally feel around Lim. For just a moment, it kind of fades away. Maybe you.
So just the normal weirdness I feel around people in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Knowing that, I am going to hug her just a little bit tighter, and obviously she needs this. So I am just gonna like squeeze her and just kind of like not like full on weighted blanket, but just that kind of energy, just applying pressure to the body because that's what logically makes sense for Rabbit. Just apply pressure until Lim would like the pressure to stop.
Yeah.
After a couple minutes, like the moment passes, Lim's better. She kind of pulls away, like not in like an angry, but like like okay, the moment is over way. She kind of does not have the dignity to like do the careful eye rub, so it's full on like snot on her shirt sleeve, and she's like, no one has ever smothered me before.
So,
I'm gonna just give a little smile and just say I'm happy to have been able to give you that.
At this moment, both of you kind of hear a crackle of energy coming from behind you, and you turn the corner and you see Khurt, who looks like a child in a candy store, just looking at a sword he apparently found that is visibly crackling with energy. And he's like, hey, yeah.
Can I make a lore check on
Yeah.
this weapon?
Yeah, negative 30.
Oh, odd 7 to know what this weapon is.
Oh, you don't know what it is. You know it's not like a good thing for like swords. It's some kind of power weapon, which means, it cuts through metal and armor like, hot knife through butter, but it's a xenos weapon. Like this is a civilization that has not been documented before. So who knows how it reacts, but it's obviously psychically reacting to Khurt's desires for, winning fights. Yeah.
Khurt, what do you have there?
Do not eat that.
I found it. It's a sword.
It sure is, buddy. Are you feel okay holding that?
I feel great.
Okay.
I feel like I could do anything.
I believe that. Yes. Okay. Great. This is fine. I'm sure this is going to be fine. I'm sure nothing bad can come of this. I don't think you're going to be allowed to bring that weapon back on the ship, by the way. Just...
What do you mean? It's a sword. It's a power sword. These are approved.
Not a power sword. Absolutely, 100% definitively not a power sword.
Yeah, just check this out.
That is xenos technology, and that is heretical, and you have to put it down.
I say check this out, and I cut through like the nearest pillar or block.
Yeah.
Voom.
Not.
That is
not
very
a power
cool,
sword.
but you have to put it down.
Meanwhile, the Harrow, you finished disabling the first traps, and you can hear them all talking from a nearby alley.
Are we progressing, or are we staying to chat?
The Harrow, Khurt has a sword that he believes is a power sword and is most definitely not a power sword.
I mean, it's definitely a sword.
The Harrow.
Definitely a
Khurt has a
sword.
heresy. Khurt has a heresy, the Harrow.
Well, quiet one, if it is some sort of psychic or warp heresy, take it from him.
Oh.
No.
Can I see it?
Yeah, of course you can see that.
No. I'm asking Khurt.
Oh.
Can I see it?
I mean, you can let go. You can let go of it. You don't have to. Like, it's not.
I mean,
if you
Khurt. Really want to. I don't know how reactive it's going to be. They kind of. No, that's a force sword. Force swords work off of psychic energy. Power sword, sure. Give it a whirl.
Yeah, so then, not null goes and takes it from him.
All right, you take 6 wounds as your hand kind of like, there's an explosion of energy. That's like water and acid, it just goes flying and embeds itself into a wall.
Takes how many?
6 wounds. Energy courses through your body. In fact, all of you can give me awareness checks, except for the limb.
The limb.
Yeah. The
Oh,
limb.
I don't
should
pass this.
Okay.
Should I use the psychic awareness or just regular?
You can use psychic awareness, yeah. This is very psychic.
What's the cinations? 52. Yeah, okay, 49 then. That's almost
71.
All right, there's a flashlight.
barely.
You barely succeeded or failed?
Yeah, barely succeed.
Okay.
I would have failed if it was normal awareness.
Okay, yeah. In that case, Harrow, give me a discipline fear.
Sweet. Something I'm good at.
Mhm.
Oh, but I failed that one anyway. 79 over 65.
All right, so this is terrifying. The entire city reacted to Lim when she touched the sword. This entire place is so charged with psychic energy that, yeah.
Also, I'm going to use seal wounds. Oh, no, wait, I can't seal wounds on Lim. She's fucking unaffected by my bullshit. Rabbit, the skull.
Yeah, of course. Can I make a Medicaid test?
You can.
That is an 18 under 59.
Okay, yeah. You heal 5 wounds, so you've only taken 1 wound.
I'm sorry, Lim. I did not know this place was. I was too focused. I should have been looking more closely. This place has a catastrophic amount of psychic warp energy. Be very careful what you touch.
Lim is, after taking like a huge blast pretty much to the face, has got like the traces of blood still coming out her ears, one nostril.
It went through your arm, so it
It went
looks
through
like
my arms?
Like
Yeah.
you know how people get
Because you
scars.
grabbed it.
Yeah, because you touched it. So where you touched it, the energy went through you. So kind of like how people get scars when they get hit by lightning with those kind of patterns on it.
Yep.
It's like that on your arm.
It is not supposed to do that.
Yeah, the sword looks
whatever.
fine, by the way.
You stopped it from doing whatever it is supposed to do, so I think that's more important. We need to
Lim's
go. We have an
Lim's
army on our...
Sorry, Lim looks at her hand and then just like starts to poke and just like one of her fingernails peels off.
Oh,
We
Okay.
we
Did I
must...
Yeah.
keep it? She puts it in her pocket. She doesn't know what else to do with it.
All right. Yeah.
We must continue. We cannot wait for... If they catch up to us, we won't be able to stop anything.
Okay. So yeah,
Lim-
all of you
Lim
press
does turn to
on.
her. I'm not mad, but I told you it was a heresy. Do you want it? Offers her fingernail.
I'm fine. Thank you.
So you all continue on, disabling more traps that, require very elaborate things to solve. But, you Khurt, especially, you can kind of tell that all of these could be solved through manpower, if nothing else. Those turrets are going to run out of ammo. These landmines detonate once.
Oh, ablative lads. That would solve the problem.
Yeah, ablative lads. So,
Yeah. Run into gunfire, die for the Emperor. Simple as.
yeah, simple as, yeah. Even the things that would cause buildings to collapse as you go down and down and down until you lose sight of the sky. You're several layers below. Only the Harrow can guide you now. And eventually you come to the vault door, which is sealed. And there is a big wheel in it with alien runes on it. And you need to spin them in a certain combination to get it to unlock, and the Halo throne is in there, along with a nuclear bomb. And so you need to get spinning them, and that takes time.
Stupid question. Can Harrow only teleport someplace he can see? They can see?
No, I can. I've been thinking of this as well.
I
can tear a hole within a particular range defined by my success anywhere that I can see or remember.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you can bypass this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
hell yeah.
Give me a roll with a plus 50 bonus.
Well, I mean, I can. That would be for leaving. I can't get through this that way unless the wall is unless there's
You
a window
remember
into
it. You
the
remember
chamber.
what it looks
remember
like in there.
Oh shit! You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about remembering things.
Uh-huh.
I like how I'm the first one
Yeah.
to figure out all the pieces.
Yeah.
All right, that is nope. Re-rolling that with my one fate. point.
What'd you get?
Regular failure.
Oh, no, you succeed.
I don't like that.
You fail to suddenly you feel a surge of warp energy and the portal forms.
Hmm.
I can't go through
I
that
mean-
portal, can I?
You can.
Oh.
Lim, I cannot expedite your escape from this place. I can help them leave as quickly as possible once we prepare for what comes next. The Harrow digs into their pocket for their one non-weapon belonging and passes Lim the little Harrow figurine and just says, "You need to start running now."
And with that, she turns and she gives the Harrow her second most precious thing. Her first thing is her first most precious is her grappling gun, but she might actually need that to run. But her second is, of course, a regular boom grenade and also a choke grenade.
I appreciate this, but you may need them ahead. All you can do for me is go, survive, and be the sister that you want to be. Don't let what happens to me be what the universe is driven by. The warp cannot be trusted, no matter how much you may gain, no matter how much the people who touch it may gain your trust from time to time. It is a curse, and you will never be touched by it. You will never go into the dark that I will definitely succumb to. Go.
She does.
All right.
First time, she doesn't argue. She doesn't say anything. She just takes the figurine, and goes.
All right. We'll handle that in a bit. As you will, thing is, you get to go up now, and so the grapnel launcher is really useful for going up real fast. So that'll actually help. But you do have an army coming your way that you will have to get through or around. So we'll deal with that in a second. So the three of you do step through. And you're in this massive circular chamber, with alien runes all on the floor in a complex pattern you couldn't possibly hope to decipher. There is machinery hanging above. It's kind of like a vaulted chamber all around, just crackling with energy. And you can see this biomechanical throne. Almost, for you, Rabbit especially, it looks like almost like a grotesque parody of the Golden Throne, on which the Emperor sits and fuels the Astronomicon. Basically, one of the holiest relics, the holiest relic in the entire Imperium. And it looks like this monstrous parody of it. It has weird undulating flesh and machinery intertwined. On the armrest, you can see tendrils like veins just twitching, waiting for someone to sit upon it. There are jeweled like eyes upon the top of the chair, looking at you, covered in this film. It is grotesque. And then, of course, right next to it is a Imperial, nuclear mining charge that is got a mechanical arm, device and a lot of sensors plugged into it so that if the throne is disturbed without entering in the disarmal code, it all goes up. But there is a tall gray xeno in robes looking at all of you. Hello. Is this not what I thought this is what you wanted, but you want to destroy this now?
Oh.
What do you think I want?
Your
Creature.
predecessors were described a xenos device to us, and they wanted more of them. And so we thought we would create the pattern that would create more of them, as many as they wanted, to the specifications they asked, they dreamed of, they desired. So we fulfilled their wish, and they left before they could agree what to do with it. But you seem to no longer want it.
No,
you seem
I
repelled
feel
by it.
we're in agreement as to what we want, I believe, my comrades and I, looking to Rabbit and Khurt. We destroy it, yes?
Yes.
Do you not want to... If you give us time, we can be of more service. We apologize for not understanding your desires.
No. Desires are not always toward good ends, and sometimes must be stopped.
I do not understand what you mean by good. If it is you desire it, is it not good?
Good, bad. What I'm driven by is that a mind without purpose will wander in dark places, and I am tired of wandering, and I am tired of dark. So we are here to light this up.
Oh, so you wish to be cut off from that?
I wish to destroy what I see before me.
That seems very counterproductive. Do you not want anything? Would you not want a fleet of ships?
What they offer is as dangerous as what nearly took off Lim's arm. I know what I want. I want annihilation. You two, I can get you back to the ship.
Please, we have only done as you asked.
If it is distracted by various desires, let us give it one. I cannot be trusted in this world anymore. What happened when we collected the last psychic will happen again. If I let you two out, I can destroy this. Hopefully Lim will make it, and then we can be done. If this thing fulfills desires, my desire is destruction of all of this, myself, everything. You two have more you can do. I'm done.
Well, let's just set up these charges. Let's get rid of this thing. You there. Beat it.
This is where I am. It is you are in me.
That's why the throne's here. It's here because it creates what people desire, and they desired more of those devices the throne creates.
Well, they're not going to get any more. And if it wants to live, it needs to get out of here.
I don't think life or death are a function that it would recognize the same way we do.
All right. Let's get this over with.
All right. So, Rabbit, is there anything you desire?
I mean, knowledge of all things and everything, but finding the knowledge is the fun part. It is the desire. the pursuit of knowledge is the desire, not the knowing of all things.
You get an image in your mind of a ship, a mighty ship in which you could with a new form of faster than light travel beyond the warp. You could travel to not only any part of this galaxy but other galaxies where humans have never been. And you could see how the universe was created. You could see it all given time, and you would have it. You would have plenty of time.
As tempting as that is, no, I.
Okay, you plant the charges. It cannot make you do the thing. It can only give you what you desire. So
tempting though, but nope.
Okay, so yeah, you plant the charges, but yeah, the bomb is meant to go off when the sensors are tripped. So there's no you would have to make a tech use check to set a timer on it, or you can just wait and then push the. Yeah,
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh shit. Okay. I don't know how far away the ship is, but if it is within I think 5 miles from where we are, I open a hole to it.
I say you could get to the surface. It wouldn't be on board the shuttle, but it would be within sight of the shuttle.
I'm opening a hole. It's I will detonate it.
Okay.
I have no more service to give. I cannot be trusted to control the warp anymore. I've done enough.
I extend my hand to the Harrow. Honor serving with you.
You're a good soldier, so far as I've known soldiers, which actually a couple did try to kill me when I was first found, and you're better than them. You probably would have killed me the instant that I was discovered.
All right. Pack it up.
All right. The two of you leave? Yeah, sorry. Rabbit, you could say something. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you're absolutely sure about this. There's no way that we can convince you to come with us.
I managed to help banish a demon from this plane and only narrowly avoided banishing you two as well. I am happy with the balance that I have, and I do not want to risk further.
I'll hold out my hand as well and just nod once or twice.
I hope you find Lim up there, but I cannot wait long. I don't trust that they won't track us.
Oh yeah, you can hear the traps going off in the distance.
Now, important question, is that them? Is it Lim?
Possible to tell here. Unless, you know a guy you could find how you get the answers from. So, but yeah, the two of you go through the portal. So we'll cut back to Lim. Lim, give me first a navigation to not get lost. You don't have to follow the specific path. You don't have to go because you're just trying to get to the surface. So you can ignore the path to get to the vault. You're already here. You could just go off you just need to go a certain direction, right? So give me navigation first to go the right direction.
My navigation's only 34 and I rolled fucking 80.
Give me a athletics check with the grapnel launcher so you can ignore fumbles on that.
All right, so my athletics, I rolled a 13.
Okay, so you get, you're Batmaning, your grapple launcher, get to the rooftop, you're going from rooftop to rooftop, getting height, at least, you're getting distance, but you realize you're going the wrong way.
Me.
Yeah, you are heading towards the closest, there's several elevators, there is one that you're heading towards. It would not go to the place where you're, it would go towards, closer towards the Ministerium side, the near the Sister of Battle tent, and that is you. And you can also see in the distance below, you can hear the sounds of lads being ablative.
I just imagine weird Monty Python sounds.
Yeah, kind of, and lots of explosions and bloody chunk sounds. Sentry turrets are tearing into them. And they're dismantling the sentry turrets.
You just repeatedly hear lads being like, "What's all this then?" Ah!
Yeah. But they don't have to follow the exact path because they have your footprints and psychic. They can follow your tracks. They have psychics too. So in a way, you led them to it. Yeah. Well, there are multiple.
That is useful for you getting out at least.
Yeah. Also, they've captured the 3 psykers now. They know the way to get to the place. So yeah. So what is your game plan, Lim? You could try and just get to the surface and then see where a shuttle is and try and get in a shuttle and get out off the planet. You know, you won't be with Rabbit or Rabbit and Khurt, sorry, but you could at least be off planet, or you could try and get to the surface and then look for them.
I think the goal is to just get out from underground. If I want to, I can find them later, but if I'm dead, as far as I know, I definitely stay dead. I don't got anything after this from what everyone else has told me.
All right, give me 2 more athletics checks with a grapnel.
57 fail. And a 60 exactly. New dice.
Do you have, you still have fate, right?
Yeah, I still have 1 fate point, and don't I get to ignore fumbles?
Yeah.
So I just get to keep rolling until I catch it?
No, a fumble is if it's a critical failure. If you roll doubles over your thing.
Yeah, it's just regular failures. All right, so yeah, if you don't make either one, you're going to be caught in the explosion. So you probably want to burn a fate point.
I burned my last. Wait, use or burn?
Well, if you can spend it, then you can burn it also. So if you
I'm gonna spend it.
Okay, so would that'll let you make one of the two, or would that let you make both of them?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I spend it, and it lets me make both of them. Re-roll both of them.
Well, no, you only have 1 fate point, don't you? Or do you have 2?
Yeah.
I have 1 fate point. I'm asking you, like you asked me.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you could use that fate point to flip the second one to a 6. So you make 1 out of 2.
Yeah.
So you're going to caught at the shockwave. So we will see how much damage that is. Let's see.
Right.
Yep. I'll say it's 5 levels of success plus. I'll just roll this 40. All right. So that.
Oh, can I have a last interaction with the weird alien?
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
He's going to try a whole thing. It's going to be the last temptation of the Harrow. Yeah. And so you get a. So there is something that is you're getting out of here, but you're going to be wounded.
I'm already wounded.
Well, you're going to be wounded a lot more.
Woundeder?
Woundeder, yes, that's a word now. So,
made up.
Yep. Arm critical wounds. All right. So yeah, you get to the surface. As you're being pulled from the surface, the explosion. Well, actually, let's find out if the explosion happens. So, yeah, the Harrow, you're alone with the Xeno, and it goes to you. It's like, I don't think you understand what you really want. Let me show you. And there's a flash of white light, and you have a life that you've desired. So you are on a feudal world where you are a lord. And you have people who love you and care for you and honor and respect your gifts to the Emperor. You are praised and lauded for being a hero, for banishing the taint of chaos and protecting the Imperium with your mighty powers. And you live for centuries as a hero. And you feel every second of it. It is a lifetime. You sometimes think of that room with the bomb as a nightmare. And then you wake up. Give me a discipline check. -20.
Oh, -20. Jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, discipline. I can. Oh, I still have a fate point. That can flip shit, right?
Sure.
Because that makes it an +6.
All right. You are not terrified. You resisted as you lived a life, and you realize only moments have passed. We can make that real. Or perhaps you wish a life of service instead of nobility. Let me show you. And yeah, how are you reacting to it?
I mean, I if I can interrupt it before it tries again, I'm going to say my last words and hit the button.
Yeah, what are they?
I feel I should apologize to you, creature, because you do not understand what lurks in the hearts of men. But I know. Hit the button.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, yeah. I was just going to keep giving you entire lifetimes until you gave up or went mad or both.
Thankfully, I saved that last fate point. Whew.
Yeah.
Because I rolled a 60.
So Lim, you get to the surface and the shockwave slams into you and your hand gets caught in the gantries of the freight elevator, breaking every bone in your hand and mangling it pretty badly. But you live, taking 8 wounds. And
8?
yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
Well, if you failed both checks, you would be dead. You just would have been caught in the blast. So, and you still have that fate point you can burn, which we'll get to. So meanwhile, Khurt and Rabbit.
I can burn.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Khurt and Rabbit, you get to the surface. It's in chaos. The forces, the negotiations have broken down. And by that mean the Nat's forces and the Bishop's forces have started shooting at each other and in the chaos.
Gee, who could have seen that coming?
Yeah, weird. And the two of you hear a familiar voice call. It's like, Khurt? Rabbit? You look over, you see Nat and his bodyguards are there, and Nat looks very confused. What's going on?
We have to go. We
gotta go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. So you are clear of the blast, and Nat is like, tell me at least that thing was caught in it. If I can't have it, I don't want anyone to have it.
It's definitely caught in it.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Look, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Hey, Dad. Sorry, that was V. That was not Rabbit.
The important thing is that the Bishop didn't get it. That's the real reason I was in on this, was so I didn't want him to have his hand. But, I would have could have used that. I have called in so many favors just for a stalemate. I hope the Bishop was down there. Is that bad? Is that blasphemous to wish the Bishop was caught in the blast wave?
Considering what he wanted to use it for, probably not.
Yeah. So the Nat just keeps talking. He is unperturbed by all the carnage and behind him, but he is rapidly talking as you're just going along with his entourage to his shuttle. So we'll do your epilogues next. But like Lim, You're near the Sister of Battle's tent, so you have 2 fate points to burn. If you want to burn both of them, you can make an impression on the Sister of Battle there, who is looking very confused about what is happening, and she can make an introduction to the Sisters of Silence. Or you could try to rendezvous with your 2 fellow agents and get back in Nat's good entourage. What does Lim want?
Lim wants to go with the sisters. She wants to go with the sisters more than anything else in the world.
Okay, so you are knocked down. You scream in pain as you look at your hand, and a white-haired woman in power armor steps out of the tent and looks at you, realizes what you are. You can see in her eyes, but she does not flinch. She does not look away. She dresses your wound and says, you are one of the Emperor's faithful, I can tell. It does not take a miracle to understand you have something to do in destroying the heresy below, correct?
No. Lim's a little not scared, not shaken up, but sort of a mixture of like a weird happiness and also just like the adrenaline of having her entire hand smashed through, and also an immense amount of terror that A, she will never be able to fight again, and B, she'll never be able to grapple again.
We can repair your hand. We can replace it with an augmetic. I can see in your eyes the eyes of a true believer. We will get off this cursed planet. I have people to introduce you to. So the Sister of Battle picks you up and carries you to the shuttle. And so, sorry.
Lim's unmangled hand, she's tied, she sort of like loosely like pushes her grappling gun like into her like waist belt sort of place, because in her other hand, clenched as tightly as possibly can, is the figurine the Harrow gave her.
Mm-hmm.
She'll lose her grappling gun before she loses that. She'll lose her other hand before she loses that.
So Rabbit and Khurt, you're looking at each other as you load into the shuttle, and it takes off to get back to Nat's ship. You can see the humble pilgrim, the smuggling ship, just leaves shortly before you do, as you dock into the Nat is already like looking at the 2 of you. It's like, well, you're still here, and not bad, all things considered. You got the important thing done, which is to, would have been nice to have it. And how many did I send out? Was it 5? Or was it 3?
It was 4.
4. Well, that's pretty good, Ray. You two did well. Yeah, 50% back. Man, that's really good. That really shows well. So, yeah, you obviously deserve some R&R when we get back. But yeah, we'll have something for you to do in a week. We'll give you a week off. How's that? Sound good?
It's the most R&R I've gotten in a long time.
Great. No wounds, right? No, nothing. No, you don't need anything replaced. Yeah, you look intact. How about you? What's your name again?
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Yeah, how are you doing? You doing good?
Yeah, I sustained a burn the other day, but it seems to be healing just fine.
Great. Oh yeah, the other two, were they do well? We'll get them a proper burial, little memorial. Yeah. Or were they heretics? Were they traitors?
No.
Okay.
They were the most reliable servants of the Emperor that I have ever seen.
Great. Awesome. Great to hear that. Yeah. See, I'm really good. This is why, you learn to recruit, you learn to spot talent and loyalty, and you're rewarded. I'll reward you. Yeah. Give yourselves a big bonus. Give them a bonus, right? Yeah. Give them a nice bottle of Amsec too. Anyways, I have a lot to do, but yeah, we'll be back in the briefing room. There's a couple fires got to put out. I'll get you some new team members too. Anyways, great. Good job. Really, I know I was a little harsh earlier. You really good. Thank you for doing this. Keeping out of the enemy. That was great. Good job. All right. Any questions for me? No? Good. No. All right. He slapped you on the shoulder.
I really need him to leave on the note of let's do brunch.
Yeah, why don't we do brunch sometime? I'd love to hear some. This sounded like a pretty complicated one. Yeah. Oh yeah, what happened to those psykers, by the way? Do you know? They were all alive in the camp. Anyway, somebody find out about those psykers. Yeah. So yeah, he leaves. Already buzzing, very Aaron Sorkin, West Wing, walking and talking. And, we cut to, I'll say there were 3 shuttles and 3 psykers. They could have gone in different places. They could have all gone to the Humble Pilgrim. They could have gone to the Ministorium. You don't care? You don't know? Yeah.
Wherever they end up.
Yeah, wherever they end up. All right. So, yeah, that is the Endius Mandate. A whole lot of things for...
I'm so glad that Nat turned out to be exactly who he seemed to be.
I do want to say, when Nat leaves, I just turned to look at Rabbit. Good job, Guardsman.
And you.
Mm-hmm. And the universe moves on. Perhaps somewhere there's a smuggling ship with 3 new psykers on board, or perhaps one converted and went to the Ministorium. Maybe one of them stayed behind on the alien planet to dig through. There might be other ruins on this planet. Who knows? But that is just one tale of many in the grim and dark future of Warhammer 40,000. And that ends the campaign. Yeah. Yay! You did it! You kept
it!
You kept the Imperium from being overrun by immortal cannibal monster people.
Honestly, I don't think we get enough credit for that. Cause,
we prevented cannibal holocaust from coming about.
Mm-hmm. We ruined good film.
So if you look up on Warhammer 40k, the Halo device is a thing that it is a nasty thing. So what's worse than that? How about a thing that makes Halo devices? There's the sick lore of it.
I mean,
it raises an interesting question of why does it do that? Because I don't think that anyone sat down and was like, I'm gonna make something that makes you immortal, but also a Native American legendary monster that I will not name because I am scared of them.
Well, let's say
I don't think that could be the intention of an alien being like, ooh, let's make them beautiful jewelry and also cannibals. That it must have been built for some other purpose, and it's just unlucky that it affects humans that way.
It's a common theme in Warhammer 40k for advanced xenos civilizations to leave traps for newer civilizations.
Yeah, because fuck them.
Yeah, basically. They're going to kill us and loot our shit. Fuck them. Let's leave something that'll fuck them up. Yeah. Sorry, now what you're going to say?
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, it's, it's like traps, or it's just hey, this thing just has a weird reaction to human physiology. It's not meant for human consumption.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, it could just be, yeah.
It would be
it's a roadside picnic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be extremely funny if it's just perfume.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, cake batter, just like a snack.
it's like chocolate for dogs, right? Like
Exactly.
we love chocolate, but like dogs can't have chocolate. So it's like
Yeah,
chocolate for humans.
We love chocolate, but chocolate turns dogs into immortal cannibals. It's a
Yes,
problem.
Same exact. I mean, this is why they
do
tell
not
you
give
not
chocolate
to
to
feed.
your dogs.
Yeah, this
It
is
will
why.
start to eat
This is
other
why.
dogs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdly,
Forever.
not people, just other dogs. It's the
Just
craziest
Yeah.
thing.
dogs, yeah.
Crazy
And eventually, all dogs will be consumed by your unkillable dog overlord monster.
It's
Don't
true.
do it.
And then all dogs will not go to heaven because yours is
all
immortal.
dogs will go to the warp and suffer eternally.
Well,
Sorry.
they just won't die. That's the problem. Is they don't go to heaven or hell or the warp. They just stay here and eat. It's going to be a real problem.
Hashtag same.
Yeah.
Stay and eat.
Oh no. But yeah, I didn't want Nat to be like, "You failed me, die." Like he's just a bureaucrat with too much power, and he's just
Yeah, I love that. That's great.
Yeah, he's just playing these petty games. Well, petty, but playing with the lives of countless people to keep other powerful assholes from becoming more powerful than him. Because how dare they?
I'm also
yeah.
just happy at the serendipity of the thing at the end being like a weird desire trap, and I had decided that the Harrow's response to psychically exploding was gonna be to become suicidally obsessed with destroying themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
But we don't have time to unpack all of
All
that.
that.
It doesn't need unpacking. It's been put away on a shelf.
Men will literally blow themselves up with a nuclear bomb, then go to
Instead
therapy.
of go therapy.
Yeah. That's basically it.
Same energy. Same
yeah.
energy.
But yeah. So everything was a big misunderstanding. Nothing changed, and a lot of ridiculous things happened. And yeah, that's what I like about 40K. Is you could have this kind of thing happen, and nobody else knows about it outside of the factions. And
A couple of faction leaders will be differently mad at each other tomorrow for a while, and then probably forget.
yeah, and then just move on. But yeah, it's a whole thing. But yeah, any final thoughts about the campaign, V? Oh, sorry. No.
I was just gonna say
You're not V.
no. I'm
Yeah.
Well,
No, I had a blast. This was obviously my very first experience with Warhammer in any way, shape, or form, except for seeing people get mad on the internet about women.
Yeah, they
To
made
be fair,
it. They
that's
made
just
it
the
woke.
internet.
They made Warhammer
That's
woke.
true. Yeah, they did. Sorry guys, I am Kara and I are the women in your games.
Can't
making
even-
Warhammer woke.
Can't even unironically support the fascist galactic empire because of woke.
Because of woke, I know. But no, I had a blast. I thought this was so much fun. All of the good rolls, all of the bad rolls. This game was great. I had an absolute blast, and yeah, I hope we get to do more of it, because as I've been learning about the lore and stuff during this campaign, but then outside of this campaign as well. I'm just like, there's some really cool fun shit in here, and
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I could play more Warhammer. That'd be fun.
yeah.
That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah. Noah.
Yeah, it was a fun time. Yeah, the kind of the drop of the Halo devices last session was like, oh boy, here we go. Into some real esoteric shit.
Yeah, it was in the Rogue Trader game.
Yeah.
You can actually find a Halo device and modifies your ending if you have it on you. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah,
Rogue Traders seem to end up with a lot of those, but that kind of
yeah. Actually, didn't find
it
it
was a good
much.
time.
Yeah.
I am planning on running some Warhammer Fantasy, so getting to play this is very similarly. So it's kind of
Oh, it's
getting
good.
used to,
Yeah,
success levels, stuff like that.
Mhm.
It's
Cool.
definitely been very helpful, and yeah, it's been fun playing with everybody. Ross, you did an awesome job.
Yay! I did it. Yeah, there's another 40K RPG called Wrath and Glory, which they just put out a book not too long ago with has rules for the Eldar, which are the space elves, and I probably at some point want to do something with them, but
I want to be
I'm
a
not.
space Hellraiser elf.
Yeah, you could be Drukari or the Harlequins or
Harlequins, yes!
Yeah, I need to read
Putting
it
on
first.
my Joker makeup. Let's
I
go.
need to read it first before I decide. But yeah, that has been on the periphery.
You have damage written in Eldari across your forehead.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah,
wanna
mine
do
can be
an
called
all-work
Joker.
thing. Yeah.
No, my Eldari is going to have one of the ancient names, Drizzt Do'Urden.
Nerd.
Nice. I also want to
Hey.
do an all orc game at some point because
Oops,
Yeah.
all orcs.
oops, all
There
orc.
we go, lads.
Yeah, I might just use orc board for that.
Oh, hey,
though.
it's the ablative lad game.
Oh my god, yes!
They're very
my
good
God.
at that.
We could just play a game where we're all lads. Even
Yeah.
the ladies are lads.
Yeah, it's
Oh, of
Or
course.
have an
I
orc
feel like
funnel.
lads is a gender non-specific.
An orc funnel.
Yeah, everyone gets like 5 orcs, and we'll just see how many make it through the meat grinder. Yeah, but yeah, something. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I like that it was all just people being jerks instead of like Chaos secretly did it. No, just people messing with a thing they shouldn't have, and a whole lot of bad shit happened. But half of you, well, 3/4 of you survived in some way, and yeah, we great.
Look, I think we all got what we wanted in the end.
that's true. You did
Actually, yeah, we all did.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all so much for playing. It's been a banger of a campaign, and thank you all so much for listening. So sorry it went a little long, but I was having too much fun.
Yeah,
So
it was a lot of fun.
I was not
So were
expecting
we.
it to get emotional at the very end.
Yeah.
I
nice.
I don't know if it was planned to be like as sad as it ended up being at the end or not.
no, it was just like if you if you go off alone in the ruins, it was just like, what do you desire? And it'll try and like figure you out and give you what you want. So yeah.
So just like
On a
curiosity, what happens if
special
we took it up
extra
on
length
it?
episode.
Yeah. So it was a very special episode. But yeah, it was, I
But
figured
just out of curiosity, what happens if you take it up? If you're like, yeah, give me my life or my soul or my
oh, you would have
kick-ass sword.
you would have lost the blank trait. It could have done it. It would have asked if you wanted to be attuned like the Harrow is, or just be a regular person. But yeah, you would have lost that trait.
And it didn't have like a monkey's paw finger curls kind of
No.
thing.
Yeah, not particularly. They're xenos. They were just like in a species that like lived peacefully and or just so alien they don't understand. They don't like react in the. They thought you were trying to be honest, communicate. They don't understand deception. They were just like, yeah, too different. So yeah.
That's sad.
Yep.
But
But
we never give people presents.
well, yeah. There's a reason why they're an extinct species in the Warhammer universe. That thing that you were talking to was just like a basically an limited AI thing left behind. It was just a machine. So yeah. Yeah, that's probably the real thing, because there weren't any actual xenos left. It was just a machine trying to give you what you wanted.
Yeah, blow up the wish granting machine. I don't trust it.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Classic sci-fi plot. Star Trek's done it like 20 times. So, anyways, thank you all for listening, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.